gamers and gameheads, dudes and dudettes, lads and lassies. It's finally time. Games and Gamers is back. Both of my shows are back and maybe stronger than ever. I don't know. But it's been a hot minute since we've actually recorded a Games and Gamers, and I have been missing this. I don't know about Danger. I'm joined by Danger. Hi, Danger.
Hello, I have.
Danger.
Huh? Hello, yes.
I have a Toonberry now. I have a Tonberry. His name's Tom. He's adorable.
Yes.
I'm gonna use him as a promo on Instagram, just a picture of him.
Just because of this now, like I will upload. Whenever this comes out, I'll upload the clip I have of me seeing it. I hope I have it still, but the day this episode comes out, if I have it on my channel, I will upload the clip of me meeting it for the first time.
Post it on
YouTube.
Or on TikTok, and then have the, hey, Games and Gamers, we have a new episode. It relates to this Tonberry, but they're playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It relates!
No, I'm not going to bother editing for TikTok. No, thank you. I don't care for TikTok that much.
So, Danger, it has been a hot, like, what, a month? Since
it's been a month, yeah. It's been a month. So, multiple things. One,
excuses.
All right, well, let me go ahead and lay out the excuses. Neither of us touched the game for like the first week. Like you're like, have you?
I played it off and on.
Yeah, it was like 7 days later, and I was like, man, I feel bad for not playing it yet. And then you said, don't worry, like I haven't played it yet either. Like neither of us played it for like a week. Then like I barely touched the game. Then we went on vacation. And then when I came back, like, I tried to play the game right before we left for vacation and see if we could record before then. But I didn't beat it in time, so then I was gone for, like, 6 days. Then we get back, and then I finished the game. But, yeah, it's been several things, so it has been, yeah, like, 4 weeks now.
Yeah, it's been a hot...
Which, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I know my media consumption's gone up. But you know what? Let's go to our segment of do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What's the media with you? Did you like the little thing I just added into it?
I don't know if you're showing on screen, but I'm here with face cam, and I just see you using your fingers as drums.
Media with you, Danger. What not new thing have you been doing in Fortnite? And Overwatch
2. Overwatch 2, I is hard for me to get into it. I really. All right, okay. But literally with Overwatch, it looks better. It looks good, and the community, like the people behind Overwatch, are actually listening to the community. But unfortunately, there's probably gonna be a few months until we actually see many of those results. I'm just tired. I'm tired of throwing out excuses for games. I'm tired of being on the biased side. Overwatch has had problems with me since I started. So but it is better. It is on the rise of potentially being better. Fortnite, just a bunch of collaborations that are announced. Same old. But with one thing that I'm super interested in is Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I've been watching Wildcat and Big Jiggly Panda play it, and I'm really enjoying it. I've seen a few other people play it, and so I finally figured out how to download it. I have it downloaded now, and I want to play it eventually. I want to play it soon. I might even play it tonight. It took me like 20 minutes. It took me way longer than it should have to get this thing running.
Fine.
Now I have a new thing. I want to play.
So I'm super excited. Series going, Danger. Yes. I'll put links down below to both of our channels by the time this is up. Danger may have an episode uploaded. I may be done with my game.
100%. Yeah, I should. I want to upload. Here's the thing. With this, I'm going to do episodes. That way the quality is good. Even though it's a pixel game, it's like the worst one. I should be focusing on quality. I don't want to stream it. It's not a game that I want to stream.
If you can name your rival, name him me.
Me?
Me.
M-I-I?
Hayden.
Emmy?
Hayden.
I was thinking either you or Gabba. I was like, which one I'll make it? I was
or
like,
Demon. Name him Demon, because I feel like you two have more negativity toward each other than you and I do.
We don't even have negativity. Like
you don't like how he duels. We have our issues. I'm gonna edit some of this out. So go. But yeah, we have issues with the man. We love him. He's one of our best friends in Discord. But yeah.
It's anyway. But what I did for fun is because it's my name, you can't put DangerXtreme or even DangerXtrm, which is typically what I'll use. So I just put Danger X. I was like, you know what my rifle will be? It'll be Safety Y. So it's X and Y. So Safety Y is currently the enemy for now.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
It's the Danger X Safety Y.
Why not Safety Z?
Pokemon X and Y.
Yeah, but then there's also Z.
Came out later.
But XYZ.
But yes, you got to go to Y first.
No, if you're going to do it opposite, you got to have it on the opposite side of the spectrum. So that'd be Danger B or Safety B.
Safety B.
Yeah, Safety B.
It would be C, not B.
Yeah, Safety C.
it'd be C, not B.
Safety
I was thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute.
Safety spelled with a C. So it's Kafety, but it's Safety.
Safety, but pronounced. Nah, I love that. That's hilarious.
All right, my media consumption danger. Do you have a typewriter ready, or at least a list so you can write down how many games I've been playing?
I will put. Sure. You know what? I'll just start typing in numbers to you.
Right. So if you go to my channel, KH Hauser, I've been playing a lot of games. I have played. Let me go back because I've been doing a lot of streams. I have beat Final Fantasy 16 since our last episode. I have beat Dead Space Remake. I started playing Dead Space 2. I have those actually up and ready to go. I've started playing Alan Wake again. I've been playing Gears of War. Sonic 06, by far one of the worst games I've ever played, Danger, I will tell you right now. Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. I started playing Fire Emblem Three Houses again. Do you hear music?
No.
What?
I was hearing music earlier.
What?
Randomly, I was hearing music earlier, and I was like, "What's music going from your end?" And I was like, "Huh, man."
My phone just randomly started. But yeah, so let's see. Then you got Dragon Ball Z, Kakarot. I started playing Plague Tale: Innocence again. I'm playing Final Fantasy VII. I played The Walking Dead by Telltale. I started playing Fire Emblem Awakening on my 3DS during my slow days at work. I have been playing a shit ton of games.
So you're either at 15 or 14.
Oh my god.
I think I counted one twice, so you're at 15 or 14.
God, yeah. Like people, I'm not even kidding. I play a lot of, and I don't know if did I say Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin? Because I played that during that too.
So you're at either 16 or 15.
God, I've played a lot of games, and that's all I can think of right offhand. If I go look at my channel, I can see what I have been. Like I was going to my live streams. Maybe that's where it was. Let's see. I've got Gears of War for sure. Oh, I got Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom. Add that in there.
Okay, 17.
The professional hunters, the hunters that we 18. All did. Go check that one out on our streams. Dead by
so
Day.
Much of this is gonna get edited out, huh?
No,
19.
It's all going in. Dead Island 2
all's
is
going
in there.
All right, 19.
Subnautica Below Zero.
20.
And
I want to play that game so bad.
My friend Peppa Pig.
21.
That's pretty much been it since the... Yeah. Like, that's all I've really done.
You streamed that game for like 2.5 hours or something, and I had a total of like 3 minutes or 4 minutes watching. Like, I was with you in call the whole time.
I know.
Like,
I should have had a camera up. I should have got it set up for the camera, so I'm just sitting there.
I was playing. You know what's hilarious? I started playing Kakarot like that day. So literally, if that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, that's when I started playing Kakarot, and I only finished. It was 4 weeks ago, and I only started.
So my media consumption right now, I haven't beat all these games. I want to say maybe I beat half of them. But
that's
even
still
then,
like that's still 10 games
within like a month. So games and gamers. I'm sad and alone. I play a lot of video games.
Man, I would love to be able to just sit down and play games. That'd be great. I'd love to be able to play one game within a 4-week time.
Just do it.
Man,
tell your family. You know what, Mom, brother, other brother, dog, cats, leave me alone. I'm gonna go play.
Man, if only it was that easy.
What's a game? Hold on, I'll be right back. Vamp.
No, okay. Well, all right. Well, games and gamers. I hope it's been going well. We definitely have an idea for the next 2 games that we can do. So we're definitely guaranteed the next 2 episodes. One thing is I need PlayStation Extra, and so hopefully
Where'd my headphones go?
I'll be able to get
Where'd my headphones go? Danger, I've lost my headphones!
I'll hopefully be able to get a
Where the
job
hell did my headphones
before
go?
too long from now. And if not, we still have 2 games that we can play that does not require PlayStation Extra. So we still have the next 2-3 episodes good to go. Beyond that, maybe a little weird.
Just
But
tell
I should
them.
have a job by then.
Just tell them, Danger, that you want to sit down and play Clive Barker's Jericho, and just say, "Leave me alone until I beat it."
That is such a niche game. That is. I've heard that title maybe once ever in my entire life of Xbox.
Yeah, I bet you were expecting me to pull out a normal game, weren't you?
No, you know what? Funny enough, no, I wasn't. But also, I wasn't expecting that.
Do you want me to pull out something weirder?
Uh,
Good job, yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, we already have a few games set that we can go with, and so hopefully we'll have it by then.
Legends of the Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole, based on the movie for PS3. Yeah.
It was definitely Wii and PS3 of that era of movie games. Wii and PS3. Oh, and GameCube.
Yeah, so people out there, I just named off 2 stupid-ass games out of my whole collection I grabbed. So if you ever doubt that I play video games, how many people have the Legends of the Guardians game? Yeah. But we got one of them that actually had the audacity to say you and I don't play video games. It was for Silent Hill, which is actually our most popular one right now. But Silent Hill, I think I told you they didn't like how you played it and you got a lot of hate for it. But they had the audacity, and listen to some of it, that, man, I don't think these guys really play any video games. They play a random game, and that's all they do. For you out there, I just rattled off 2 fucking weird-ass games that hardly anyone ever knows, that I own. I have physical copies right behind me.
Also, I'm gonna mention this like once every other episode, like anytime it's brought up. We're not a normal, as you pull up the games.
Yeah.
We're not every other single freaking podcast game
it's
thing
not
where
that.
they talk about the game.
They're not talking about that. It's just they don't like our overall opinions of it. Silent Hill. Silent Hill fans, as much as I'm a big Silent Hill fan, Pyramid Head is right there. Silent Hill fans suck. If you're a good Silent Hill fan, you know I'm right. If you think I'm wrong, you're one of them.
Is it like a Dragon Ball fan situation?
Worse.
Worse? Oh, jeez.
Worse. So we're gonna go into quick Silent Hill territory right now. We're not gonna talk Silent Hill. We have a different game. But so Silent Hill 2 got a remake announced. I think I've told you about it. It's literally like one of the best PlayStation 2 games. It's the best Silent Hill game of all time. It's literally like still considered one of the best games probably ever made. Fans who have been thirsty for Silent Hill stuff since I think Downpour came out after Homecoming. That's been 10 years. About 10 years ago. They've been wanting stuff. And they see this new, brand new, gorgeous looking game. And you know what their complaint is?
Something dumb.
The game looks too good for what Silent Hill represents.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not kidding. Literally, I've seen it. I'm on a Facebook group. I feel like even on Dokkan Wen, go check out Dokkan Wen podcast because I talk about Facebook groups in there too. But this Facebook group has it. One, the game looks too good. Like James, the main character, looks too realistic and looks too sad based on the events of the game. And me, who's played the game, and you, who's not, doesn't make a lot of sense. But you play the end of the game, and people are like, "But he looks too sad and depressed for what transpires in the game. He looks like he doesn't care as much in the PlayStation 2 version for a game in like 2001."
Yeah, where they couldn't really do expressions and
They
emotes
look like
well.
fucking Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Then they're like, man, why don't they recreate Silent Hill 1? I mean, I'm kind of on that one. I would have loved to remake a Silent Hill 1. But they already did like 2009 for the Wii. Shattered Memories is like a remake. It's like a reimagining. But then it's literally like, we're getting a shit ton of Silent Hill over the next like 2 or 3 years. And fans who wanted it are really like, but I don't want this Silent Hill. I want that one. But this is Silent Hill. I don't care. That's not what I wanted. And they're like literally bitching about Silent Hill. I'm in that Facebook group. I still see people trying to shit on it. Like James
Okay,
I will
Danger,
say
this.
Can I spoil this? Otherwise it'll make no sense.
About Silent Hill?
2, yes.
Sure, I don't care for Silent Hill that much.
Well, Silent
I
Hill,
cared about it originally.
Okay,
but
so
then,
people out there,
Got a bitter taste in
Silent
my
Hill 2
mouth.
is a lot better. You'll like Silent Hill 2.
All right.
But people out there, if you don't want to hear Silent Hill 2 spoilers, because the remake is coming out, skip ahead like 2 minutes. But Silent Hill 2...
I'll take off my headphones. I'll take off my headphones. You just wave at the camera when you're done.
But you won't understand.
Yeah, I don't need to understand. You can explain it if you want to,
Fine.
but it's just...
Oh, so I'll spoil it. Danger's taking it. Fine, take him off, Danger. Take him off. But Silent Hill 2, James gets a letter from his dead wife, Mary, who he murders. She's has a I think it's cancer. She's dying, so he murders her to put her out of his misery. Out of his too, but out of her misery, because James, I want to die, pretty much, so he kills her to make her happy, to make her at peace. James then spends 3 years being like, he's depressed. The man's, I think lore-wise, I contemplated suicide more than once. He's sad. Silent Hill fans in Silent Hill 2, you can't see the expression that, oh, he's sad. It's Play-Doh face. It's like Final Fantasy X. They don't make a whole lot of expressions. Straight face through and through. But they literally made a complaint in Silent Hill 2 that he looks sad, as if he feels remorse for what he did. That right
Hello?
there.
I can't hear. Hold on, I muted it.
That right there is the biggest problem with Silent Hill fans, is that whole thing I just said legitimately is a complaint, and that pisses me off. I'm going to play it. I'm going to love it. Danger's going to play it. I'm going to make him love it.
I will play it, and then we will see if I complain about it or not.
And it's a remake, so it's going to have a whole lot of new stuff to it.
And here's the thing, I'm not going to go into the game like, oh, I didn't like the previous game, so I'm going to hate this game. Like, I'm going to go into it as its own game, and then if I hate it from then onward, then sure. But that's the game's fault. I'm not going to base it based off the previous game.
Each Silent Hill is different in its own unique way, so technically you go into them in a different way. Like Silent Hill 2, much better story than 1. It has more sense to it, but at the same time, it's one of those ones you play through a second time to get more.
Mm-hmm.
I will do that.
I will do that if the game, like, it has like interest to me in it, because the first one didn't. But yeah, if the next one does, then I will play it again. Yes.
I mean,
like if it's a game that relies on that.
I mean, we're playing all the Silent Hills on the series in Games of Gamers. I don't know when.
Eventually,
but
at some point. Yeah. We'll eventually play all the Sonic games.
Sonic 06 is so bad.
You think Sonic 06 is bad? Get ready for Sonic Boom, my friend. Sonic Boom's worse.
No. I've played Sonic Boom. I've compared the two of them. 06 is infinitely worse.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This slander is insane. Anyway.
If you're a Sonic 06 fan out there, how do you exist? The story's okay. I'm not even going to hate on the story. I'm not even going to hate. Danger, you don't exist. You're me. Remember, you're me with a voice cover.
Wow.
You said that. You yourself said that. But yeah, the story's okay. I played through the Sonic thing. I'm taking a break from it because I'm getting annoyed. And we're gonna go into the game here in a minute, but I'm probably gonna swap all this to the actual end. So thanks for listening to the end of the Games and Gamers, everybody. I hope you liked our review on this game. But I hate 06 because it has problems with its whole thing, and like the rail thing. You know, you get on the speed booster thingies. I don't want to, because I've died more times from touching those things and it launching me in the wrong direction than by my stupidity. I don't want to play the game because its mechanics kill me. And that's a bad game right there. Anyway, Danger, are you ready for our game, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot?
Like 15 minutes later, yes.
Hold on. Has it been 15? It's been 20.
Oh, that even better.
Right, yeah. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Danger and I decided to play this. Danger wanted to play it. I was iffy on playing it. I'll be 100% right now. I was 100% iffy on it. I'm a Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah.
I got my Goku, my Dragon Ball. I've got Luffy right there. So you know I'm a Dragon Ball fan.
Mm-hmm. I will say this. I definitely knew that this game was not going to be as enjoyable for you because this game is literally a glorified Xenoverse. Glorified Xenoverse 2. And the experience with you with Xenoverse before was not too good of like the game. It's not your type of game. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not like the best. It's not like your favorite. It's not your favorite to play though.
No.
Like, I'm not saying you hate it. I'm not saying you hate it at all. That like
Spider-Man, on the other hand, I prefer Xenoverse to Spider-Man.
but it's like Xenoverse is fun. I think it's a very fun game. I like the raids and stuff, and I like the missions, I like the free rewards. I like it because like it has like collection building to it. In this game basically is glorifying the story of like the actual Dragon Ball. But this
Yeah.
game is way more than that. The reason I love this game so much is because it is a canon game. So literally Toriyama like was like nose deep into this. He was involved in this by a long shot. So the fact that we have, which by the way, I mean obviously spoilers for Dragon Ball stuff, so you know, be warned. But
Oh, yeah, I was gonna do the
this game's
disclaimer.
3 years. This game's 3 years old, but again, like I haven't played it. I've avoided spoilers for 3 years. So, I mean, there may be someone in my situation. We're talking about spoilers. You got like 2 seconds. Run.
I was about to disclaim this. Go watch the anime. I'm gonna say this right now. Go watch the anime.
Yeah, yeah. I will say this. This game is fun, but there are things that I did not like as much about it. There's some things I didn't like straight up, but we'll eventually get into that. But I will say one thing is that everything in this game is canon, and that's what I absolutely love about it because there's a bunch of cool stuff. But we'll eventually get to it.
Wait, not everything is canon. On Planet Namek, something happens that is not correct, and I'm gonna point it out to you.
Okay, I think I know what it is, but okay.
Oh no, you don't.
Anyway.
100% you don't. I guarantee.
And
I would bet if you get how about this, take a guess right now, and if you get it right, I will send you $50.
The Namekian that
No.
needed to eat. No.
No. Because the
Yeah,
Namekians
that-
can eat. Dende needed it, like Dende had showed it in the
Yeah.
anime too. That's not that. It's something literally so fucking stupid, and you're gonna think it's an idiotic. But let's continue.
We'll get to it. All right, one thing. It's literally called Slice of Life, is what it's called here at the first start, which I love. But basically, in the very beginning of the game, we see Goku like meditating, and this is the tutorial of the game to show you how the game works, where he fights against Piccolo. He talks about like afterwards he talks to Gohan about it, but it basically shows you the base of the game, shows you how everything works with the buttons and whatnot. And I like the mechanic in this game. I do love Xenoverse's fighting mechanic. I think it's very fun. So basically, you know, you do a little fight with Piccolo, which is super cool. They have a bit of dialogue, which it's a little weird because he's talking with Piccolo, but Piccolo is like a recreation of him, so it's a simulation. So it's basically Goku fighting with himself. But I mean, it's super cool. The whole concept's cool. But then afterwards, you tell Gohan about the whole thing. You end up seeing what I love. The start of this game is that it's massive open like area. Because at first you're just walking, you're not flying around. So when you're flying around, the map doesn't seem too big because you fly around so fast. But when you're walking around, you can see how massive the map is. You see the giant fish in the water. You see dinosaurs flying above. I remember walking and looking up. There was a huge dinosaur. The map looks great. The models look super cool. I like how the game is at the start and the beginning.
Yeah,
Eventually
I
you
do
go
too.
down and yeah, like
the beginning
it's super.
part, like, and I'll say, like the beginning part of Kakarot, you very much feel like you're going into it because it's its own fun little thing. So you go into it, you're like, okay, I'm starting a new adventure of Dragon Ball Z. Like that's 100% what it feels like. Cause I'm starting Dragon Ball Z right now in my own. Oh, my hat doesn't fit, but in its own way right now. So whenever the Goku fights Piccolo, brain image or not, it feels very, it don't fit. No, it doesn't fit. Danger, it doesn't fit.
It doesn't.
It doesn't fit. Damn it, I'm gonna have to do something else.
What?
Don't worry about it. I'm doing something stupid in the background. But yeah,
Okay.
like it was 100%. You play it, and it's literally like, okay, this is Dragon Ball Z through and through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Dragon Ball Z, and you know what? That's what it felt like, and I miss these kind of days.
Yeah, I think it was super cool, and I really liked it a lot. I love the little story in it of them talking and whatnot, and then like you have to collect items and whatnot. I think that's all super cool. Well, also one mechanic I actually did enjoy was the fishing mechanic. I thought it was pretty fun.
You told
Especially-
me you barely fished. What are you talking about?
I did early on, yes. Early on, I barely did any fishing, but as I was going through, I ended up fishing more. Mostly just try to like farm items, so because you know like, oh, I need fish fin, or I need bluefish, or I need namek fish, or something random. So I would just collect different fish. That way I had everything that I needed, and it was pretty fun. And also, it wasn't until later on that I knew how to truly do it properly. I kept doing what I thought was the right way, but it wasn't. But anyway, I think that's super cool. It's more of a it's more little Dragon Ball stuff.
Yeah.
The community boards are pretty sick. I think that was also a cool mechanic in it. What's also really cool is like I literally finished story mode and I did a bunch of side quests and I still am missing many medals.
Yeah.
Like,
It's end
there's a
game stuff.
lot. Yeah, there's a lot to this game, which I think is super cool. I do want to try to finish playing it, but we're not talking about all the side stuff. We're mostly talking about the main story. But yeah, the beginning is just tutorial against Piccolo of how to fight, tutorial to get the fish, tutorial to find and look for items, and tutorial for cooking with Chi-Chi. So that's the first one. That's episode 1. Episode 2. Episode 2 is within the same saga of Raditz, when Raditz is actually on his way to the planet. Eventually, what you do is that the whole thing is Gohan and Goku are supposed to go meet Master Roshi and all the others at the Kame house. Basically, they're like, forget, and it's like, oh, let me make you food first. They make food, and they go to the Kame house. A distance away, Raditz ends up landing in, I forgot the name of the zone.
I'll be honest. There's
I
too many.
can't.
There's a lot of stupid places.
Luca Village.
Yeah, Luca.
Luca Village. They landed in Luca Village, and he's in search for his brother. Eventually, he finds the power rating, but what he runs into is Piccolo, which Piccolo and Raditz fighting's pretty cool. I enjoyed that a lot, and it's like the first battle. It's the first actual battle in the game, which it wasn't too hard. The first one wasn't too hard. Eventually, Raditz will go over to the Kame house, and he ends up like, oh, brother, come with me. We must rule the planet. You're a fool, you idiot. You didn't destroy anything. Blah blah blah. Like, just getting mad at Goku for not being a Saiyan. Yeah. Which again, this is pretty much just the anime, but what we're getting to the part that I'm trying to get. That's why I don't care about talking about all this. I'm trying to get to the part that I want to talk about, which is the boss fight. Raditz takes Gohan, they go back to Luca Village, and then Piccolo's like, listen, we gotta work together. Like, there's no way individually we can take him out. If we work together, it should be enough. But then they go over, and we finally actually do the first boss fight, it's pretty quick, where we go from the first battle to boss fight. But we get to fight Raditz.
Yeah.
And Raditz was actually, like, fun. It wasn't too difficult. I did die twice. I had to leave, level up once, and come back. But if I kept trying, I definitely could have beaten him without needing to.
Yeah,
but it would have taken a little bit longer.
I died the first time too because it was hard to figure out how to actually play the game. At least I had an issue with it at first. And then because I'm not used, like Danger had said, I'm not used to these kind of games. I'm not even gonna lie. But once you get into the swing of it, you actually get to pick it up really well in Danger. I'm going to have a stupid random question that has absolutely no relation to what's going on right now.
Okay.
But if I give you a picture, could you make it transparent?
I could try.
Great. Perfect.
I should be able to with the tablet, yes. I can make an image transparent, and I can send it to you and see if it works.
Perfect. Don't worry about that, though. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Continue.
Anyway, we continue with the Raditz fight. The Raditz fight was super sick, and I actually found it very enjoyable. Honestly, and I will say this, like, we'll finish the Saiyan saga before I go into the next thing. You fight against Raditz, Raditz like, in 1 year from now, 2 other Saiyans will arrive here, because now they know the Dragon Balls. You better watch out. Because, he was like, oh, well, now Goku's down, haha. He's like, nope, he's coming back. And so... Sorry, my brain froze for a second. And so Piccolo's like, well, I'm going to go train Gohan. He takes Gohan, and he goes to train him. And then afterwards, you play as Gohan, and then you have this little tutorial area. We gotta walk around, collect stuff, and then eventually you fight, and then you eventually run into this mechanic to where you have to, Oh, no, that's a little bit later. Another mind. Gohan's Survivor, Gohan's Guardian, yeah, with Piccolo. But then eventually, after he goes through his whole little story thing, Piccolo is going to be like, alright, let me go ahead and give him some food. And then when he does, eventually Gohan turns into the Great Ape, where we get into the next fight. Now, one thing is, I love the Great Ape fight in this game far more than I do in Xenoverse.
Yeah. I will agree to that. I wish they did more. I wish they did this more. I know it didn't happen a whole lot, but I feel like they missed opportunities, at least later on for some of these things. And I'll talk about it when we get to it.
Yeah, well, like when we get further in the game, I'll mention something that they totally could have done this more with the like super enemies. But yeah, the giant ape form, mostly in this, again, I'm really not caring about talking about every single detail of the anime part.
He's
Again,
adorable!
just watch the anime. What? Oh, okay.
Isn't he adorable, Danger?
But survival walkthrough 101. Yeah, you're now Gohan. You have new clothing, sword that Piccolo gives, and it's like, oh well, now I've got to go ahead and actually try to survive and get some food and whatnot. Then afterwards, as Piccolo, you get to fight again. I think this is side mission. I don't think this was even main mission. But as Piccolo, you get to fight Yamcha, Tien, and Krillin to train. Oh no, it is main mission.
No,
okay,
yeah,
it is.
no, that's main mission. You can do side quests afterwards, but they themselves are a side main mission.
Yeah, yeah. Which I thought was really cool that Piccolo kind of had interactions with them. What was the side quest is that Piccolo then afterwards had interactions with Yajirobe, which I thought was super cool. Episode 4, yeah, episode 4 is whenever Piccolo is training Gohan, and he's trying to actually get him ready to fight against Vegeta and Nappa. Piccolo's training regimen, yep. Boss versus Piccolo, yes, as Gohan, this is your first fight as Gohan, and you got to fight against Piccolo. Yeah, guard protects against explosive wave. Yeah, he had his own moves, which is super cool. And one thing is that each character that you play as has really cool individual moves of their own. And so whenever they become a boss fight, whenever they become someone you have to fight, they'll typically have that gimmick. So Piccolo with his explosive wave hit you from all directions.
Yeah, the training was fun. I did enjoy it. It got annoying really quick, just because I hated the trying to get the D medals, especially for how many. Yes, I know each area had like 30 or 40 each. I could be wrong on those numbers. It had a lot. Each area did. But then at the same time, I didn't use a whole lot of moves. I'd go get my specific moves. Like, man, I need to go get a new move. Let's go get it. Like Super Kamehameha. I'll get something like that. Or Dragon Fist. I got that. Was it necessary? No. But then the amount of D medals, I mean, until you get to the latter half of the game, D medals I found were a little more scarce.
So
Even
they
doing
were
side
for
quests.
they were not for me, but it is because I literally did every single side quest. This is why you got the game done.
I did
sooner than,
I did up
you did
until,
every single one.
Up until
because I never had
Saiyan
a problem
Saga.
with them.
Up until Saiyan Saga, well, I also did a lot of training. Every character I would go train. So I ran every character training grounds.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. And I was doing the side quests. Maybe I didn't look around enough, but up until I'm also talking Saiyan Saga too. Okay, I kept saying Saiyan Saga, but I actually meant Cell Saga the entire time. It was whenever I really was, stopped doing it. Because
then that's it. Yeah, because I did it for all sagas. All sagas, I was doing side quests and whatnot.
Yeah, up until I want to say maybe halfway through the Saiyan Saga, maybe near the end of it was whenever I gave up doing side quests, just because they didn't do much, and I was getting bored of the game.
They give D medals, and so that's kind of where they mostly where the big thing comes in.
And that and the Z Encyclopedia, which I got 30 from the one time, first time I checked. There were definitely a lot there, but I hate that you had to use them in order to train, use them up. I feel like what it should have done is training regimen shouldn't have been based on, it takes 5 D medals, and I have 4. It should be, okay, this one you need, this set of regimen, okay, you have to have 1 D medal. Go find it. This one here, you have to have 10 D medals. Go find them. It's locked behind side quests to a certain degree because you get D medals and you can go find them in the land, but as opposed to you have to go find 300. Let's say there's 300 in the game. You don't have to go find 300 of them. You can get, okay, there's 50 of them. I only have to get 50 D medal rankings, and then I can access every training regimen in the game.
It's its own skill tree.
Pretty much. There's a lot of games where level-based. The game has it where once you reach, I can't do this till I'm level 50. Okay,
Yeah.
then why have even access to it on the board? It should have just been like, okay, so here's your thing, or level base. Make it level base. Once you reach level 50, okay, now you can do this training. Now you're level 60, now you can do this training ground, as opposed to you're level 60, go find these stupid purple glowing orbs, and then you can attempt it. But if you die, you gotta go find them again before you can attempt it. I didn't die in them, but I died once. I got a little ambitious and took on a mission that was like 15 levels higher than me. But outside of that, it was just, I didn't care much for the training part, at least to that degree. Training was fine. I'm okay with training to get the next ability, but realistically, they shouldn't have done it where, you know, go get 8 D medals, then you can train. Go get another 8, then you can go train this one. Or at least should have been like, it should have at least been for everybody. Like, there's 8 D medals. You can use those 8 D medals 4 separate times to train Goku, Gohan,
Oh, I get what
Piccolo,
you're saying. Yeah,
Trunks, whatever.
Yeah, like each gets their like
Or make
Final
them each their own
Fantasy.
specific medals. Hell, D medals, G medals, G2 medals, P medals, V medals, T medals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's basically done like TP medals, but D medals are definitely a lot harder and annoying. Because again, I had to do like every single quest. It basically forces you to do all the side missions, which is a little annoying. I wish it didn't have like basically force you to do all of them almost, because I still have stuff that I need to unlock, and I have D medals and stuff, but it kind of forces you to do so. Because I'm still missing items and stuff. Like I'm like I think Goku's like level 70 something now. Like once I get, or maybe level 80.
You got the level 80?
I've been playing for a while. Yeah, I've still been playing.
Oh,
I've been doing
okay,
a bunch of
that's
side
why,
quests.
that's why.
Yeah,
think
like I didn't.
I want to
I
say
didn't.
I beat the game at like level 71. Like in the final fight, I was 71.
I think
maybe 72.
I was around there. Yeah, maybe I was around there. Maybe 72 or 73.
Anyway, continue.
I think maybe 75.
Continue.
Here we go. Next game, yeah, boss Piccolo, and then basically what's super cool is like it shows Gohan going back to the house. He like learns with
Yajirobe
no.
teaches him how to hunt. Can't forget that.
Yes, but not him. He talks to Poir. There it is. I didn't even find the name. I just now remembered it. He talks to Poir, and then he goes back. He's like, oh, maybe I should train. And then he goes back to fight Piccolo once again. This time,
that was Yajirobe. I think, wasn't that?
No. Yajirobe was when he went to learn about food.
He learned how to hunt, but he ran into him on the way out, is what I thought, is what I'd remembered.
No, what happened is Poir was talking about, I can't fight like Yamcha can, but I can at least get food. Like, I'm like trying to help. And then Gohan realizes, man, like everyone's trying to help, even those who can't fight. Maybe I should keep going as well. Like, maybe I shouldn't give up. Because if Poir, this very weak character who can't do anything, is still trying to help, me, who is abled, should try to help. So, like, that was basically the whole thing of him realizing it. Okay. If someone is weak, like you're gonna have Poir outdo you. Like, come on, like you gotta be better than that. And then he fight against Piccolo once again. Like, Piccolo overheard all this, saw all this, and then Gohan went back and he's like, I want you to fight me as if you're trying to kill me. Like, go all out. Like, we've been trained now, but now's the real deal. You know what you're fighting for. You got that boost you wanted. Go. Do it. Which I think is super cool. I love Piccolo. Piccolo is a great character.
He is.
I love Piccolo. I love Vegeta. I love Gohan. Goku's cool.
I'll say right here, Goku has done. I prefer Dragon Ball Z Goku to Super, just because they give him. He's more intelligent. Goku isn't the smartest man in the world. Like, don't get me wrong, but like Super gives him like an 8-year-old mindset, whereas in like Dragon Ball Z, Goku, I want to say he's probably maybe 20, mentally 20.
Yeah, like well, there's a bunch of problems with Super, which we'll talk about it eventually on my channel on the Extreme Podcast.
By the way, if you want to go hear about a real good podcast, I'm actually going to do a plug that's not a stager.
Wow, it was surprising.
Yeah, I was on Dragon Ball Super Dope last night. I was recording the most.
Oh, you were there. Okay, yeah. That's why you're mentioning it. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna do it at the end. I made mention that I should have done it at the beginning. But yeah, people out there, way off topic. I'm gonna stop cutting Danger off, but go check out Dragon Ball Super Dope. DragonBallSuperDope, where me, my buddy Kyle, and Ray Sean talk about Chapter 96 of Dragon Ball Super manga. Cell Max emerges. Okay, continue.
Episode 5. Episode 5 is pretty small. Literally, all it is it's like the death match is approaching, and the longest 3 hours is what it's called. That's hilarious. Basically, it's literally just them trying to stall time and wait for Goku.
Oh,
And
it's when they
eventually,
fight Nappa. Nappa kicks all their asses, and then
when they fight Nappa. Nappa's boss fight was also cool. One thing is the boss fights are cool in this game. I love the big boss fights.
at the beginning they were, but after I feel
We'll
like
once we finish Saiyan Saga, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what you're about to say.
I'll do it at the end. I'll do it at the end.
The end? All right. Nappa boss fight was super sick. I think it was cool. This is where they introduced like the exploding area ability, the giant ability, which unfortunately only like 2 or 3 characters in this game use that, which honestly is kind of like a waste to me if I feel.
Yeah.
But then afterwards we fight Nappa. Then next, Goku arrives. Goku helps. You fight against Nappa again as different characters, and then eventually you go to fight Vegeta as Goku. Actually, I think don't you fight Nappa as Goku? I think you do at first. Yeah. I think you fight Nappa as Goku. Again, fun fight, but then you get to fight Vegeta, and I enjoyed the fight between Goku and Vegeta even more than against Nappa.
Because they put a little more effort in. They put a lot more effort into because that's the main fight of the saga. Like the main fights of each saga had a lot more put into it as opposed to side fights. Yeah, side fights are fun. Gohan fighting Nappa, fun. Piccolo fighting Nappa, fine. Krillin fighting,
Yeah. But fighting against Vegeta was super cool, and then I love the animations for Giant Ape. Like Vegeta going Giant Ape, him jumping through all like the smoke, like all that was super sick. The far shot of him like over the sun or spirit bomb or whatever. Well, I forgot what the orb of silhouette was, but that was super sick. And then eventually his tail cuts off. They hit him with the spirit bomb. I thought that whole thing was cool. The animation, where they did actually put work of animation, is super sick. That is one thing where this game does strive in. Anywhere that they actually put effort into, it was amazingly well done.
Yeah, and like we're gonna talk about it later, but yeah, like Vegeta fight I did enjoy. It's not. I'm gonna honestly say right now, just out of it,
we're pretty much done with Saiyan Saga, but like because literally they like say let him go.
The first boss and the last boss were probably the 2 best bosses in this game.
In all of Kakarot?
Yes.
Yeah. Literally,
Raditz and spoilers, Kid Buu.
Oh, spoilers. Oh no.
Go watch the anime.
Again. Yeah, but Saiyan Saga I think was well done. One thing is I do believe that my theory is correct, that they threw a bunch of their budget with Raditz, Nappa, Vegeta, and like these other animations and stuff. And I feel like they definitely didn't have the budget to do that for the entire thing. And so that's why I feel like the Android Saga is very much lacking in animations compared to these others. Because out of all of them, basically the big thing with androids is like, we'll get to it, but it's like, yeah, unfortunately, like it's only like the final things that get super animated, and there are a few things that get super animated, but we'll get to there when we get there. But finally, afterwards, after some rest and whatnot, we eventually get to the Frieza Saga. Which during the Frieza Saga, yeah, Bulma's advice was, oh yeah, so literally it's just like, oh, I need some parts for us to build the ship, blah blah blah. You click the parts, yeah, boring. But then you eventually fly to Namek. I say back to Bulma.
I'm gonna say one thing right now while I'm thinking about it. I'll probably say it again later, but I hate the fetch quests in this game, through and through. Like they are by
there's
far
way too many.
And they're the most tedious, like monotonous things. Like why? Like there's gonna be one on Planet Namek we're gonna have to do that's like a mandatory one, which is I don't know if it's mandatory. There's some that are. I think maybe a Bulma quest I'm thinking of, but it's just like why? Why do we have to go do it? There's bigger shit. There's people getting murdered over there. Hey, Gohan, will you go find me a golden carrot? Oh, sure, Bulma. I'll just leave them over there screaming in agony. You hear that screaming over the horizon? That's them dying. But I'm gonna go get you this carrot. I hate, like, they did it way too much in this game. Like, your Lady My Light just died on me. Yeah, they did it way too much.
Yeah, that is one thing. Is I didn't like the fetching stuff as much. Sometimes it was fine, but like there were some very obscure ones. Like it'll be located next to a mountain, in between two mountain structures. So the only way you can see is if you get in the middle. Or there was this one thing where they introduced dynamic even is where it was inside of a mountain. I was like, I'm like, where is it? And then eventually I'm like, you know what? No, I just like, you know what? I can't find it. So I just destroyed everything. I'm like, I'm finding this thing, and then it was inside, and I got super upset at it.
Yeah, I didn't know I could destroy structures of that one, so I had to look up the one you're talking about.
I knew structures could be destroyed, but yeah. But anyway, when you get to the planet, I will say there are some points in this game where there's so long segments of like talking, where it's literally like 5 minutes of non-stop characters talking.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have some dialogue in there. I know it's like it's followed like whenever they're going to the ship. Like there's those like I want to say that maybe had equivalent, maybe a full episode on the ship.
Yeah,
like
they did skip that. Yeah, but I'm talking about like they get to the planet and they're like talking about the planet and they're like, whoa, something's happening, and that keeps cutting to Vegeta and then the others and then Vegeta and then the others, then Frieza, and then which it's fine. But then we finally get the fight between Kui and Vegeta, which is super. I mean, it's another fun fight. We finally get to play as Vegeta, which is super cool. I do like Vegeta in this game a lot. I do love it. Eventually, yeah, and then you go back to Gohan and Krillin where you need to find a space to hide. You need to find a safer place to hide.
Yeah.
Episode 2 basically cuts back to Frieza, how they already have 4 of the Dragon Balls. And then they keep talking about, like, oh, like, we need the things from you guys. And I believe this is where we meet Dende. Yeah, I think Dende. I believe that's true.
Yeah, it should be after this. Once you do the whole thing.
Yeah, the soon-to-be new Elder, and also the Elder Namekian and Dende. No. But yeah, they have scattered. Oh yeah. So I remember this whole thing. So yeah, Gohan saves them, saves Dende. Krillin destroys the scouters, so it's hard to track down. Then eventually you play as them and actually fight against Dodoria as Gohan, just to buy yourself some time to get away. Then eventually Dodoria runs into Vegeta. Then you play as Vegeta to fight against him. And one thing is playing the Namek Saga. It definitely reminded me of Xenoverse, because Xenoverse, there's a bunch of Namek levels. Like, there wasn't much Saiyan Saga, which, I mean, to be fair, there isn't too much in Saiyan Saga, but there was a lot of Namek levels, and I remember that a lot from Xenoverse. So playing this, it definitely feels like a very glorified Xenoverse game, which I think is fine. I think is fun. I think for a more casual player, I think for someone who doesn't like the fighting game scene but loves, like, Dragon Ball, I do think this is the game for someone to play. However, this wouldn't be my first recommended game, though, for a Dragon Ball game. Like, if I made a Dragon Ball tier list of games, this game would be, like, 6 or 7 or something.
I'm going to piss some people off with what I'm about to say in this comparison.
Sure.
Battle of Z is a better game than Kakarot, at least storytelling-wise.
I have not played Battle of Z, so I have no input.
I know you haven't. I'm going to piss some people off. I have Battle of Z. It's on my completely random game shelf. If I need to go grab it and put it on screen, I'll do it.
I want to play Dragon Ball Fusion so bad. I want to play Dragon Ball Fusions.
Oh, you can emulate it.
Oh, sick.
I made my beard bigger. If you look on
it bigger.
Yeah, look, if you look on screen. It's more profound.
Cool.
Because I figured out I can either push it down or I can push it out.
Yeah, episode 2 ends with Dodoria. Episode 3, we fight against Zarbon. Which one thing here this is one of the weird things that happens. Zarbon talks about how amazing the form is, when originally he talks about how he doesn't like the form. I remember him talking about, I don't like the form, but I have it, I don't use it. and there was a bunch of just dialogue and talk that I do not remember there being at all. So it's one of those things to where like, well, does Zarbon like it or does Zarbon not like it?
I feel like he doesn't like the look of it, but he likes the power that it does give him, because realistically, back at that point, the game,
Yeah.
it gives a lot of power.
Yeah. He basically just becomes a buff Dodoria almost. Yeah, literally, it's fight and then find the hidden Dragon Ball. Yeah, there's not really much in this chapter. This chapter literally is just fighting. So yeah, it's like back to back Dodoria. Episode 2 and 3 is just Dodoria and Zarbon.
Yeah.
Episode 4, now this is one of the more interesting ones, where we get a fight against the Ginyu Force. And I do feel like they definitely put more animation work into, like, the whole Ginyu Force. I do feel that. I do feel like they did that. It sucks that the more work was put into animate. I'm a skip a few chapters already. It sucks that they put more animation work into the Ginyu Force than they did both Perfect Cell first showing up and Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
sucks. That really sucks. They did justice to both of them later on in the story, so you know all's good, but it still sucks. But yeah, literally, Dread Ginyu Force. You fight against Guldo and Raccoon, which I think was it's a cool fight. I think it was super sick. I think the animations were cool. I think the battles were cool. I think each of them having their own gimmick is cool. One thing that stuck though is fighting both Birder and Jace at the exact same time. That was annoying.
Yeah.
Like I was getting flashbacks to fighting Frieza and Cooler for the first time in Xenoverse 2. Like I was getting flashbacks. I was just like, no! Like I started hearing like the blaster shots in the background. It's the boss music. Like I was getting flashbacks. But then eventually you fight with Ginyu and with Jace once again. Which I love that each Ginyu Force member does have like their own battle mechanic. I think that was super cool. I mean, it's very obvious if you're doing Ginyu Force, each member is gonna have a different mechanic, or if they team up, they'll have something interesting done. And they did that in this game. I will say this is where one of the points in the game that I actually did really like. Much because in the Namek Saga, I mean, the previous 2 fights were okay. They were cool. Or previous 3 fights were okay and cool. But this was actually very much enjoyable in comparison.
Yeah, like
Episodes...
I like the whole fight between like
dynamic.
Yeah, like Ginyu Force did well. Frieza's Namek Saga, I think, is where they really started to teeter off and what they could have done. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. There is a bunch of interesting stuff in this game, and it's not a bad game. It is not at all a bad game. It is an enjoyable game. It's just my expectations. I even told Peach about this. Of like, this game unfortunately did not reach the expectations I had for it, and I am definitely disappointed because I put this game at a much higher standard, and I feel like I shouldn't have done that, which is unfortunate. But we're already more than halfway through Frieza's Saga. Again, this is gonna go pretty quick, but I do want to talk more after this. Like I'm kind of trying to just fly through this, but then afterwards we can talk, and then we just end it whenever, so this doesn't drag on for hours. Yeah. So you fight against Ginyu after Ginyu takes Goku's body, and then you end up running into him again, and then you fight him, beat him. You have the cool animation, which they did do some animation for the body switch and everything, which was cool. But then Piccolo to the rescue. Eventually, Piccolo arrives onto the area, and then doesn't he? Yeah, he runs into Nail first. Yes, he runs into Nail. He merges with Nail, and then now Piccolo's like, "Yes, I am now the Ultimate Warrior," which is super cool. I love the whole concept that Namekians have that ability, and I do kind of wish it was used more, especially which I mean they did in Super. Which was cool.
Yeah,
but I kind of wish
3 times I can think of for the entirety of Dragon Ball.
Yep.
Nail,
Kami, and then Universe 6 where they like
which they Arena,
just the super Namekians where it's like 2 Namekians each having the power of 100. So it's like 200 if they merge together, which I kind of wish they did, but then I didn't want them just fusing every single like character that exists. Like oh, we got Kefla, we got Namekian fusion, we got the Pride Troopers fusing. Like I didn't want Tournament of Power becoming Dragon Ball fusions.
Yeah, we talked about Nail. I got curious. Did you know Nail, aside from Captain Ginyu, apparently had a power level higher than all the Ginyu Force?
which I think that's super cool.
I would have loved for Nail to be like, okay, you gonna fuck with Kami? Not Kami, Guru? Yeah! Jace! No. Bam! Like, Nail got did dirty. And every iteration, Nail was okay. He was kind of chill. He got done dirty.
I think it would have been sick. Here's what I think would have been super cool. They fight, the Ginyu Force fights against the others struggle. Nail comes in, Nail protects them, and they get away. But then Nail's already doing a decent job, but then Goku gets in and takes over. So Goku still the others get beaten badly. Goku still gets the glory, but then Nail actually shows that he's definitely a powerful warrior.
Yeah.
And then he comes in, buys time for Goku to show up, and then leaves once again. Like, because he can't stay there. He has to protect the elder. And then they could just say, like, the elder's like, oh, go protect these guys. Go protect them. I'll be fine momentarily. And don't waste time. Like, for your own convenience, just get in until the warrior arrives. And then that'll just happen. And then it would show Nail's power about he literally was able to fend off the Ginyu Force pretty easily. And also, so can Goku.
Yeah.
So then that way, when Piccolo merges with Nail, then you realize, oh man, he's really got a power boost. Like already Nail was able to fend off the Ginyu Force, all 5 of them, with like it was nothing until Goku shows up, and now he's merged with Piccolo. I think that's one thing that would have been super cool, because everything would still play out the same. All that would be different is we'd actually be able to see how powerful Nail is. Because we were only told, oh, he's pretty powerful. But
yeah, like I once said, like a power level of 53,000, and by that point, that was a lot.
Yeah, but to be fair, he did survive a fight with Frieza. So I mean, at that time,
he got murdered by Frieza. What are you talking about? That's what I was saying. Frieza played with him with a hand. He had one hand, like literally. I'm only gonna use one arm. And my left one, because I'm dominant.
I'm only going to use my left arm and be nice because I will spare you.
Realistically, I wish they had done something like, Nail comes in, at least show somewhat of what he can do. Because literally, Nail was said, you have a high power level.
Nail's a throwaway character.
I wish he wasn't. Look at Hercule. Look at the fucking throwaway characters Dragon Ball has that at least have a moment in combat. Yakon. Yeah. Pui.
I definitely do like Nail far more than I like Hercule.
Thank you.
No, I'll agree with you on that.
Chaozu had more combat time than Nail did. In Dragon Ball Z. Tien did. They're side characters. They were once main characters, but come on. Chaozu. Chaozu had more time than Nail. Mm-hmm. How many people fucking remember Chaozu? More people are going to remember Chaozu than Nail, but that's not the point! Nail needed some time. Like, I'm legitimately, as I played through it, I didn't play through it again. But as I've kind of gone back and seen it, like, it sucks. Like, Dragon Ball is good. I'm going to hark on Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is good at introducing a wide variety of characters. Spopovich and Yamu, another example. One-shot characters that had more fucking screen time, combat time than Nail. Somebody who was like, oh, he's the strongest on the planet. Well, let's go take on the big bad strongest. Oh, let me kill you. But I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna wiggle my finger at you and you're almost gonna die. And then Nail's like, ugh, fuse with me. Like, that's such a disappointment. Dragon Ball's done. God damn it. I bet you weren't expecting a Nail rant, were you?
No, you definitely have some interesting rants. I feel like I'll slightly disagree with something they did, and you'll have a rant for it. Like I'll literally bring us something I kind of disagree with. You'll be like, oh, and speaking of which, like you're fan.
All right. So anyway, yeah, Nail just back to it. Nail deserved more screen time, and at least more combat time. So I wish they had done that.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Yeah, basically Piccolo to the rescue. He shows up. They all fight against Frieza, and Frieza's like, "I'll show you my next form."
Did you talk about? Okay, we're kind of speeding a little through. I know we're going to it.
But we keep backing up. Yeah, if you want to back up,
I mean, for those out there that we're right now, Danger's talked through a lot. Like we're going through The Dynamic Saga.
We're
really
almost
quick.
done. Yeah, we have 3 more episodes for Emperor Frieza.
Like-
Again, we're once. It's not like once I get to the end, we're done.
No,
like,
I know. But I'm just saying, like,
backtrack.
story-wise, we're gonna go story-wise. I'm just filling in a little bit of blank. Piccolo was dead, and on King Kai's planet, Yamcha, Tien, and Chiaotzu. And they were sitting there thinking, man, we got to bring someone. Like, they got the Purunga. He's the Dragon Ball thing on Namek. And like, who are we gonna wish back? So they wish back Piccolo because they wish him back, then they get Kami back so they get the Dragon Balls back. Then they use another wish and wish Piccolo back to there. On his way there, Piccolo, who was definitely stronger, they wished him to the wrong part of the planet because, you know, Dende wasn't like, oh, I wish for Piccolo to be here. I wish for him to be on Namek. And so he was on Namek, so he flew and found Nail. Like, it's just small things like that. Like, I just happened to notice that you skipped over. It's small and significant story detail. Like,
But there's gonna be that one guy who comments, "Well, you didn't talk about it."
I'm that one
again,
guy.
I will say it again. I'm just trying to get through the story, and then we'll backtrack and talk more about it. But it's Dragon Ball Z the anime. Like, I feel like almost everyone has seen the anime or heard of it or watched a episode.
Yeah.
But this game, even if I explain to you everything in this game, I'm still not explaining to you everything in Dragon Ball Z the anime. So it's like,
that's why I say go watch the anime.
Yeah,
honestly.
go watch the anime.
As I'm gonna say this, you continue.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. I already have my train of thought.
Okay. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. Believe it or not, I don't talk a lot about Dragon Ball, but I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. I've been watching this for legitimately half my life now. And I'm going to put my premature thing. I'm not going to give the number just yet. Kakarot sucked. Just because of the wideness of it. Danger doesn't agree, at least to the same degree that I say. But, yeah. So go watch the anime. It'll be a lot cooler, and you won't feel cheated out of anything if you go watch it. You want to watch it and then play the game? Fine, but don't play the game and then watch it, because at that point you are going to feel, at least for me, I felt cheated, and I'm kind of disappointed I spent money on this game. And I bought Peppa Pig. So that's sad. That right there should tell you how much I don't like this.
Oh man. But yeah, we fight it. Frieza's what happens is that they make the wishes like he mentioned, but then Frieza's like, I'm very much disappointed that happened because Guru is no longer alive, because I guess the stress of the whole situation killed him.
He's old.
Yeah, because he died. The whole reason that he was able to be brought back is because he died prematurely of when he was actually supposed to die, like naturally. So. Well, because that's what it is. That's the whole rules of the wish.
It's a whole thing. It's those who interacted with Frieza. It's a whole thing, but then it makes no sense because he technically never interacted with Frieza. He interacted with Nail. So that's the only reason why. But I guess I don't know. It's a whole.
It still will. I think it still would have counted because I think he was going to live longer than Planet Namek exploding, and so he would have died regardless, and so therefore it works. It's dumb. I'm not saying it's not dumb, but I mean, I understand. I mean, people do actually have health issues involving stress and whatnot, and without him, how old he is, literally minutes away from dying, makes sense that would kind of speed up the process a little bit.
God, can you imagine that? Get brought back just to die?
But no, you're not just brought back to die. You're brought back to be used and then die.
I mean, yeah, that too. But I just love the fact that Super Kami Guru was legitimately, all right, bye bitches, I'm going to sleep. No, wake up! But I died. Not anymore. We're using your powers. Why? Nail, where are you?
Let me die, please.
And in the back, I'm imagining Team 4-Star. God, Guru, I can't help you, Guru. I'm Piccolo now. I'm stupid. I'm having fun. I miss games of gamers.
We fight through the. What we do is we fight through all the forms with that, which I think was fun. All the forms are super cool. I love that we were able to fight.
I know.
Second form and third form Frieza.
I can't. I want to say Battle of Z did it. That's the last time I could actually remember. You got to fight first form, second form, third form.
Yeah. I love that. I love that you're able to fight against
Like,
second form and third form.
there's things Kakarot did very well for the Dragon Ball Z game wise, and other ones that it didn't. But I'll give the fact that like I want to say 90% of the fights, the entirety, you got to fight.
Mm-hmm.
There were some that I felt upset about, like I can think of like two that I wish they had done with, but that's just me.
I will say the whole reason I look at the game and I'm like, this game is not a bad game is because the reason I'm saying that is because the standards did it disappoint me? Yes, absolutely. But the game is not the worst game in the world.
Oh,
But
that's
like
Sonic 06.
one thing is that the animation was done well where it was done well. The story, I mean, it is a pretty good recap. There's a bunch of side missions. Unfortunately, this game is one of those games to where if you want the full enjoyment of this game, you have to play the side stories because the main game is fun and all that, but the side stories actually give you more stuff. And the fact that this game is canon, which because like basically all the side missions, like launch, that one character that Goku met in the Snowlands as a kid, I forgot her name, but she has like red hair and a yellow hat beanie thing, from the Arctic. Uh, Being able to know more about these characters, Goku revisiting the two that lived in the Korin land that they met as a kid and grew up. I forgot. I think one's name like Upa or Appa or
Yeah,
something.
Upa.
Upa. Okay, Upa. I was like, it's Upa or Appa. It was something like that. Yeah, where he went to go visit Upa again as an adult. I thought that was super cool. Like the game dives deeper into the Dragon Ball world. And so that's why when you play this game, yes, there's combat stuff and whatnot, and Dragon Ball's a fighting game. This game took a different direction to where it also talks a lot about more of the characters. And you get to learn about things and know about things. It recaps on stuff. And so that's why this game isn't at all a bad game. It's just not the game I expected and wanted it to be. Which is not a horrible thing, but I definitely am disappointed. But where this game did good, it did very well in. But also, if you're a person who doesn't like the fighting style of that game, or you don't like the whole collecting thing, then yeah, this game is definitely gonna go down on your board of games that you like. In my opinion, of this game may change better or worse in a few days or so after I want to play it a little bit more. In my
You trying to
opinion,
get
might
that secret
change on
boss
this.
fight I told you about?
Yep, I want to play it. I want to play it a little more. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, you fight against the forms. I think that was super cool. And then also we get to like Goku finally arrives. It's like, oh, sorry, I'm late once again. Whoopsie daisy.
What happens? Goku arrives?
Goku arrives eventually. Yep. What was that?
Don't worry about it. Goku arrives.
that?
Goku arrives.
Yeah, they're fighting. Vegeta's getting beaten. It's like he kills Dende, beats the crap out. Hope y'all enjoyed Games and Gamers. We'll see you guys.
Come on! I was waiting for you to say Vegeta died, so I was gonna hit that, but you said Dende died, so you know what?
Dende died, then beat up Vegeta, then Vegeta died, and then now it's just a situation of, man, we're really screwed right now, huh? And so eventually Goku comes in, he's like, oh, I'll take over, like, y'all get out of here, I'll take over. And then Goku fights against Frieza. Goku fights against Frieza for a while, and then eventually he's like, oh man, I need like something better. Like, hold on, I think it's the next chapter. I don't see any more information here, so I think it's episode 7.
Yeah, Goku was fighting.
Yeah, no, yeah. So Vegeta's fighting against Frieza. One thing I loved in this though is like for the first time the Prince experienced true dread. It's just like it showed the immense power of Frieza. It's just Vegeta's like I can't, like, literally, no matter, I just sent my strongest attack. We just did so much to fight this guy. I have grown so much, and I still literally cannot do anything.
It was fun. The anime did it. I'm going to say this a lot. Anime did that infinitely better.
Oh yeah.
Because Vegeta, I'll say this right now, if you've never seen it, I could say go watch it. You get a lot more emotion in the anime than the game, even, which is kind of surprising. honestly, because they put a lot more effort into the game than that 90s anime. But like Vegeta, Vegeta gets his power up, he gets shot by Krillin, and then Dende's like, okay. He's like, if you revive me, I'll come back as a Super Saiyan, revives him and goes fights Frieza in his final form, which is cool, don't get me wrong. But I love whenever Vegeta just gets his ass beat. He gives up. Just gives up and gets his ass beat. Is great. I'm a Vegeta fan, don't get me wrong, but I think that right there is a cool moment in Dragon Ball Z.
But yeah, so we get a fight as wait, hold on. When is this fight? When Piccolo fights again? Does Piccolo fight? Oh, it was no, because that's one thing. He didn't buy time for Goku in here.
No, he didn't. They just.
Yeah,
I can finally talk about my stupid non-canonical thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Danger.
Piccolo getting beat up for 5 minutes.
No. This is something that legitimately I pulled out. I think it was maybe in Discord call with Swing. And I was sitting here, I was like, oh my god, they did this. I can't believe it. It's not canon. When they were fighting Frieza, they're supposed to be on the same island, the same little island they're on. Whenever Dende gets killed, they're supposed to be on the same island. Frieza's right there. Whenever Frieza kills Dende, he's across the water on another little peninsula. Not on the same one, and shoots across. As opposed to being on the island. And I literally was, go ask Swing, I think it was him. And I was literally, oh my god. They have him on the wrong island. This isn't canon. What is this?
Vegeta had to be, or Frieza had to be able to snipe him. He wanted to show off his MLG skills.
But no, that's not canonical to the thing, because Frieza was like 15 foot away from him. He was right in front of him, I think. Wasn't he?
I'm not sure.
I want to say he transformed.
I don't remember.
I want to say he transformed, and they were on the same thing, because it was later on when he was further away. I could be wrong on that. I could be, but I'm pretty sure Frieza was like 15, 20 foot away whenever he transformed.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
That's my rant.
But we finally get to the final chapter. Like after the Spirit Bomb fails, we now get to the final part, to where Frieza comes back. Like they're like, "Oh, we're all good." It's just Frieza comes back. He shoots Piccolo in the chest. He blows up Krillin. Everything's gone down. Literally, it just seems like an effortless situation. It seems like literally nothing matters. Literally cannot defeat Frieza. And then finally, we get the most iconic, one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic thing in anime, Goku going Super Saiyan.
Oh, it's 100%
for
the
first
most
time.
iconic time. Like
I believe it is. I do believe it is.
Like I made mention of Dragon Ball Super Dope. Go check out Dragon Ball Super Dope. We actually talked about this last night. Was the Gear 5th versus Dragon Ball stuff. But yeah, that's still the fact of the matter that's 30 years old now and it still gets talked about.
Yeah, wasn't Pat that said that? Pat was or who was it that you said that the fact that the bar is so low as Super Saiyan from 30 years ago
Pat pointed out the fact of the matter, this thing that's 30 years old still hasn't been taught. I don't think your rubber dude getting white hair and playing Looney Tunes.
Bro, I could go on a whole rant about that, about how One Piece.
Let's do it at the end. Let's do it at the end.
All right, we'll do it at the end.
Stay tuned,
again,
gamers.
I will say to anyone, like, I'm not talking about you, like, if you're a One Piece fan. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who said these things. Like, I'm not saying you're one of those people. But anyway,
I am.
I will say this is where one of the best things in this entire game is Goku going Super Saiyan. Goku going Super Saiyan all the way into the end of this saga. And also automatically it has you in that like surge mode is what it was. It has you in surge mode, and so the aura looks amazing. And I just love the way the Super Saiyan looked and whatnot.
Yeah.
The battle was very fun. It was very sick.
Then you have
one thing.
What is it? The super finish or whatever?
Yeah, the super finish. If you hit him with a Kamehameha, you get a super finish.
I got that twice the whole game.
So yeah, I've got it multiple times. I got a super finish on Goten as Gohan.
How? Because
we're training. Yeah, quick training. Sure, let's have some fun. Go Super Saiyan 2,
wonder
enter
if it's
Surge mode,
angle.
breaks guard.
I wonder if it's angle, because both fights I won, I was shooting upwards, not downwards.
No, so how it works is you need to be transformed, and I think you need to be in Surge mode, and you have to hit them when their guard is broken, I think. It has to be a killing blow.
It wasn't guard. Neither one was a guard broken or guard.
Okay, then yeah, but you have to be in Surge mode and hit them with whatever their build. I think it's only Kamehameha works. So you have to hit them with a Kamehameha while in Surge mode. It has to be a killing blow, and I think that's what triggers it. Because I literally did it, like I literally went Super Saiyan 2, like, hey, let's have some fun. Go Super Saiyan 2, beat the crap out of them, super finish.
Okay, you have to be transformed and then Surge mode.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's why I knew it. But yeah, that's why some of the fights you said like it is technically scripted is because in some of these fights you're permanently in Surge mode, such as I believe the fight against Cell, the fight against Frieza, and I think one of the fights against Kid Buu.
Yeah, well, some of the fights you got Ultimate Gohan, you got stuff like that. It's Go Tanks.
Yeah, I'm just saying as an example. Yeah, some of these you get permanent. That's where you can get a super finish.
Yeah.
That's why that was super funny. I got one against Goten. He's dead. He's dead.
Gohan,
But yeah,
go easy on me. Sure thing.
Okay. But yeah, so the fight was super fun. I thought the animation was super sick. I love Frieza's disc ability in this game. I thought it was super fun. But one thing I thought was super cool is like the transformation of going Super Saiyan, but my goodness, in this game, like one of the most menacing looks I've seen Frieza ever have, and literally one of the most it looked like a JoJo frame. It looked like a frame straight out of JoJo.
How dare
where
you.
he looks up and he's smiling, eyes red, the teeth show I was like, that is so sick.
How dare you compare
such a
something
sick
good.
shot.
How dare you compare Dragon Ball, something good, to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? How
JoJo's
dare
great.
you?
It's great. But yeah, the series, this saga ends. Hold on, it glitch. Help, hold on. All right,
Saga
there we go.
ends with Goku killing Frieza,
Episode
Frieza
8.
getting cut in half with his own thing, and being like,
Yeah.
spammy, 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 spammy. Okay, shut the fuck up. Throws him some energy, and Frieza's like, okay, I'm gonna try to kill you now. He's just a floating nub.
Again, yep. It's funny.
Frieza's a good
desperate.
villain. People try and hate on him, but honestly, Frieza's a villain.
He's a good
because he's a
villain.
villain.
Yes.
He has
Yeah.
no reason. He has no rhyme. He's just, I want to kill you. Why? Yes, it's a typical Monday for me. What do you do on Tuesday? I'll kill
because
him.
nowadays characters have like, I have a reason, a cause, a this, a that. This happened. Frieza's just because I wanna.
Yeah, I miss those
I
good
just
old
wanna.
days where
It's the embodiment of a villain. Yeah.
you don't like characters. Some people, what was it? Jack Horner, way off from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I'm gonna put a reference out. This is a poll for some who've seen it. If you haven't seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, go check it out. It's still part of my favorite cartoon movie.
Watch it. That was one of the first movies I watched in theaters after not watching movies in theaters for like 8 years or something ridiculous.
But Puss in Boots has Jack Horner, little Jack Horner, sat in a corner, stuck his thumb in a pie, and he gives him Jiminy Cricket, the like good characters tries to find good in everybody. And the whole movie has as a little running gag is that Jack Horner doesn't want to do good in any way, shape, or form. And anytime something good's gonna happen, you think something's good's gonna happen, it's like, Jack, what would you wish for? Well, I just have a small wish, a simple wish to make me happy and make me so calm and collected in my life. And yeah, what is that? I'd wish for all the magical things in the world so I'd have infinite power and rule it all. And I miss those days. And think, a lot of anime a lot of media nowadays is, this villain's a villain. Why? Well, he was abandoned by his mother. I played a Dungeons and Dragons campaign where my main character could have been a villain. He isn't, though. But I just miss the days of a villain's a villain, because fuck it, he's a villain.
Oh, what took you so long, idiot?
You know what, Danger? I'm going to edit that scene in just for you. Right now.
Wait, mother, a ghost, Jack!
Well, you know what they say. Can't bake a pie without losing a dozen men.
Oh, that was horrible! Your wish is horrible. You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster.
Oh, what took you so long, idiot? Ugh.
All right. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, next. This is actually taking a little longer than I thought it would.
I mean,
but-
we've done a lot of bullshitting too. So that
Yeah,
doesn't
we've been
help.
jumping
Come on,
around.
it's been a hot minute since we've done this, and honestly,
I'm fine with this. I'm fine with it. I'm not complaining at all.
honestly, we're only an hour and a half in. Honestly.
Oh, okay.
And
we have 2 songs.
and I'll be trimming out some of this stuff too, so you gotta cut out like so. We're doing
Literally.
good
We're
timing.
doing, all right.
I mean, you can have me start
I mean,
doing-
me personally, I don't care. We could go on for 4 hours for all I care. But due to
if you want to speed up storytelling, I can start doing the storytelling if you want.
I mean, if you do think you could go through faster with it, sure, take the wheel.
All right, we're gonna go through the Cell Saga, and I have people out there gonna be telling me what's going on. I don't remember all the intermission stuff, so that'll be. I'll do like the main saga stuff because I don't. The intermission stuff is legitimately boring. Hey, go help! Like I think one of the missions in the intermission was Gohan when he came back to Namek. Was like legitimately, hey, go to the city, go to this town over here and grab some stuff. You find a little lady who's like, oh my god, your mother saved me when I was but a small girl. Ah, you gonna save me? You know the one I'm talking about that has to get saved every 5 minutes.
It's literally just a remodel of Chi-Chi's model.
Yeah,
I don't know if you knew that.
I mean, if you look a lot, you'll see a lot of remodels of all the models in the game. So anyway, you cut them. Well, then it goes to like Cell Saga, stuff like that. So
Cell Saga with Frieza.
Well, beginning of it all, where everybody's like kind of sitting around home, next thing they got something a really high power level. This really high power level, wait, this is from Frieza's power level. How could this be? We thought Goku died fighting Frieza. Oh, we also forgot about how they wished everybody back. We gotta go talk about that. Everybody, they got the Purunga balls back on Earth because Grand Super Kami Guru passed his power on to, God, I can't remember the name of that Namekian in any capacity right now. But so they have the Purunga
I'll look him
ball.
up real quick.
Yeah,
Now that you're explaining, I'll look him up.
they have the Purunga balls. They start wishing everybody back that died. You know, Nail, Piccolo, Nail, Yamcha, Chaozu, all that. And then they tried to wish Goku back, and Goku's like, no. Can we wish
Muri.
Goku back?
His name's Muri.
That's right. So they were like, can we wish Goku back from the dead? No. Why? He's not dead. Can we wish him here? Hold on. No. Why? He doesn't want to. Oh, okay. And so then the Namekians are like, bye everybody, and they wish off back to wherever after like nice heartfelt thing. Then they go to the intermission of Gohan saving the lady, and the stupid small stuff like that. You can do more side quests. Cell Saga starts. Fucking Saga starts. They sense the power level. Okay, we got to go deal with this. All the characters meet up in a specific area. You see some of them. Vegeta's wearing his pink shirt. I love that you could actually fight as pink shirt Vegeta.
I love that. One thing this game could have done that I think would have made it
Cosmetics?
leagues better: cosmetics.
Yep, there you go.
Being able to change your outfit. Because here's the thing: it is very Xenoverse-like. And one thing that I love about Xenoverse is the whole being able to customize your own character. And obviously, I'm not saying like we start dyeing our character's hair and whatnot.
No, like just changing their skins
But I mean,
and
like,
stuff. Like,
yeah,
I
no,
want, like the
yeah, but I'm
Yardrat
saying like
Goku.
outfits. Like it could literally just be the outfits that are already in the game. I'm not saying let's give us more outfits, but literally in the game, there's a bunch of already good outfits
Like,
for like
Super
Piccolo.
Mario Odyssey. Like, just go do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Go buy the things. Like,
Yeah,
I
I wish
love
they
the,
did-
like, Yardrat Goku. I love that design of, like, the whole suit right there. And,
So, like,
and
if we were able
later
to-
on.
If we were able to do that, and then even like all animations involving models, like I'm not talking about the already like scripted animations, like you know the very well detailed ones, but every other one could have it with the outfit on, because you know it's literally just your model standing there and they're moving their mouth.
Yeah.
So like that could all have the outfit, but then for the scripted ones, it's whatever outfit is scripted for the game.
Right, and I wish they had done something. I would have loved something like that, but unfortunately they didn't. So anyway, they find like Frieza's ship lands, and as everybody's about to go meet him, Frieza, now Mecha Frieza, and his father King Cold are met by this random kid, who's like, ah, so you're Frieza, and who are you? My reputation precedes me, but who the fuck are you? I am here to kill you. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm serious. I'm a Super Saiyan. I'm gonna kill you. Trunks transforms. You fight him. You know, Trunks transforms as a shit. I wish they had us take on as Trunks some of the actual, like, random people. Just, you know, he fights them. He does his one thing. I wish it would have done something like that. Just another little fight in there. Because you don't get to play as Trunks a whole lot in the game. Which I'm kind of disappointed in. and we'll kind of
Yep.
go to a little thing further on. We'll talk about. But so Frieza.
I wish we got to play as Trunks fighting against Vegeta. I wish we could have played Trunks fighting Vegeta.
What do you mean? When? In the hyperbolic time chamber?
Yeah, well, maybe, yes, but also I'm talking about whenever, Trunks gets mad at Vegeta, is like, oh, I'm gonna shoot a blast at you. He's
Oh, nah, honestly, that one could go 50-50. Like, honestly, the one I just said with Trunks fighting again was like 50-50. Like, because, you know, he literally does his one, you know, his
attack, yeah.
ding, shoo, ching, and they fall over. They didn't have the same effect, which is kind of sad. So,
Yeah,
like,
it, like, cuts to black.
yeah, Frieza fights Super Saiyan Trunks, loses. Frieza Cold fights him, loses, and everybody comes down. You, too strong. Explain now. Why are you Super Saiyan? Vegeta pretty much is Team 4-Star reference. They explain, okay, I can't tell you anything except Goku's going to land over there in approximately like 3 hours, 4 hours. I can't remember the specific time, but it's something like that. So they go over there, they wait, they try and talk. This random stranger who has Saiyan powers isn't saying anything. Goku lands, and everyone's like, Goku, you're here! What the fuck? How do you guys know I'm here? You know, does that make sense? And like, hey, that one over there told us. He's your friend. Oh, I don't know him. Huh. Let me go talk to him. Hey, Goku, will you come talk to me really quick? So they go walk off, and this man, says his name is Trunks, starts explaining everything that's happening. He's from the future. Androids attack. We also had a fun fight of Super Saiyan Goku versus Super Saiyan Trunks, which I actually went back and rewatched the anime after like that whole fight because I liked that little bit because Goku's a hell of a lot stronger than Trunks. So they fight, then Trunks is like, okay, I can trust you. Let me explain everything that's going on. Explains the future. Everybody's dead. Literally everybody except for Trunks is dead, and Yajirobe, but you know, fuck Yajirobe. So I need you to know you're going to die of a heart virus. Here's the medicine. When it happens, take this medicine, go on your merry way. Survive, Goku, please. Okay, sure. You know, don't tell anybody anything. The timeline could change. I'm done. Vegeta and Bulma. Great. Okay, thanks. We're going to get prepared. Thank you for telling us about these androids. Goku goes back and says, okay, I'm not going to tell you everything that happened. Piccolo heard it all because the Super Namekian ears. But I'm not going to tell you all what happened, but there's androids coming. 3 years. South by South City at like 10 a.m. or something like that. Something like that. 10 miles south of South City is what it is. It's an island. So go do that. Everybody then is like, okay, we're going to go train. And so everybody spreads out and goes to train. Am I missing anything that actually happened in between?
No.
Like, no, I mean, like,
Yeah.
like from training to... Because Vegeta goes... We see Vegeta training in the
the driving thing? Episode 2 is literally driving.
Oh, fucking, I hated that.
I loved it. The simulated fight against Vegeta,
Yeah,
where
that's
Vegeta
right.
fought against Vegeta.
That's right, where we got Android 21 was shown in.
Yes, I love that. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. So the fact that I was super hyped that Android 21 was in Superhero, little did I know 3 years ago she was already confirmed to be canon, and I had no idea.
God, I wonder how that's going to affect its future in Dragon Ball.
Probably
It's not going
a
to in
bit.
any capacity.
No, that sucks.
Well, because this is Saiyan Saga, the Cell Saga.
Yeah.
So anyway, everybody.
And then also, I mean, the story kind of concluded in Fighters, so literally the story started then ended in Fighters. So I mean,
yeah. So continuing, everybody trains, they do their stuff, so everybody wants to get tough. Vegeta gets upset that there's 2 Super Saiyans, so he's the weakest out of all the Saiyans, not counting Gohan. He doesn't count Gohan as pure blood. He doesn't know anything about Trunks, so Vegeta goes off and trains, doing all this stuff. Everybody trains, they try to, you know, Goku gets stronger, Super Saiyan, Piccolo gets stronger, everybody gets stronger. They meet at their island. Everybody's there. You see Bulma holding a little baby, and Goku goes up, baby Trunks. Yeah, how'd you know? Good guess. Anyway, we gotta go find these androids. How are we gonna sense them? I don't know. Do androids have power levels? I don't know. They look down, there's an explosion happens. I don't sense anything. Okay, I guess it means they don't have power levels. So they then start exploring the island. And I wish one thing had happened is, one thing this game did is they didn't give all the characters any combat. Like, there's some moments they should have given other characters combat, like Yamcha. Yamcha's the first one to run into the androids, because I think they said he's the weakest out of the bunch, which sucks, but it's Yamcha. Yamcha is the weakest out of the bunch. And you don't get to see anything except Yamcha getting grabbed. I know it should have been, no, it shouldn't have been, but Dragon Ball Kakarot added unnecessary fights sometimes into the main story. So I feel like this could have been a fun, unnecessary fight of having Yamcha fight against Android 20 and lose. But anyway, yeah, so they find Yamcha's powers going down. They all find him. They see the androids. These are old men. And how on earth would you describe 19?
The character or the fight?
No, 19. Like as Android 19. Describe him. If someone who's never seen this right now, because it's an audio podcast.
He is like a doll. Is the best way I can describe. Have you ever seen those weird glass dolls?
So I was saying how he looks like a porcelain doll with like a super sharp hat.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Funny, like I've seen those like creepy like type dolls in person. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
So they meet and they're like, you are Son Goku. We're here to kill you. Oh, no, you're not. We got all stuff, but we're not gonna sit here and fight. We're gonna go out here and fight. Very well. They fly super far off, and the android's like, okay, we're far enough. We're here to fight. They land. Goku transforms into the Super Saiyan. They're noticing Goku is panting. He seems more exhausted from a flight. Something's not right with Goku. So fight goes on. I was very disappointed in the 19 and 20 fight because their whole kit is they absorb anything key based. And you know what I was killing Android 19 with? Kamehameha.
Yeah, he didn't absorb it all the time. Like you could catch him. Like like he was either in a combo. Like if here's the thing, if he was standing still and you shot a blast at him, he'd absorb it. If he had a barrier up, he'd absorb.
Never did that for me.
No,
I would shoot.
He
like,
did for me.
I would sit there like maybe it was just bad timing or something, or I got it right. But yeah, no, I killed him against you. I
wish literally no matter what it was, he could be middle of attacking you, but as soon as you fire a key blast, he just absorbs it. Yeah, I wish like you were forced to either use melee super attacks. If you didn't have any equipped, you were forced to use just regular melee attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Just basic attacks. I wish that's what they did. I do agree with that.
That's the whole thing. Like they have little red orbs in their hand, nodes that absorb ki. That's how they beat Yamcha. It's like, Gohan also took Yamcha away to get him a Senzu Bean. I forgot about that small little detail. So they fight. Goku loses because he has the heart virus that Trunks talked about. Oh no! So then, as Goku's about to be killed, Android 19 has his hand around his throat. He gets kicked by Vegeta, and Vegeta's like, "Oh hey, Kakarot, you're about to die. Someone get him a Senzu Bean, and I'll take care of these things." But Vegeta, you're not strong enough. What do you mean, bitch? I am a Super Saiyan, and he transforms, and Vegeta. Then he goes into his whole little thing. Danger and I talked. Didn't you say you didn't like how they did Vegeta Super Saiyan, or am I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, no, I said that because literally it's just I'm Super Saiyan. Like I wish they gave like the look, and I wish they animated it well. What they did is they literally just like modeled, showed form, like Super Saiyan. Like I wish they had a little more animated to him. I wish they made it a little more dramatic or nicer looking, because it's Vegeta going Super Saiyan. Like, out of the transformations, unfortunately, that I've been disappointed by is Vegeta going Super Saiyan for the first time and Goku going Super Saiyan 3.
No, that's not what I mean. Like, I couldn't remember if it was you or Swing that said you didn't like the fact that Vegeta, who wasn't pure of heart, got Super Saiyan.
No, I never said it like that. I never said I was disappointed about that.
No, disappointed. Like, you've just never, it's pure Saiyan, anyway. Whatever the fucking thing is. It don't matter. It's meaningless. So, Vegeta comes in, he destroys 19, they start chasing after poor little Android 20. Android 20 runs off, they can't sense him, so they get him to a field. He finds Piccolo and tries to absorb him. Piccolo's very good. Piccolo's, probably, honestly, the smartest Z-Fighter at the moment because Gohan's a child. But he gets grabbed by him, starts getting absorbed, and Piccolo plays dead, pretty much. Even though, no, I have it wrong. Do I have it wrong? Because Piccolo fights Android 20, and Android 20 realizes, oh shit, he's stronger than me. Then he runs off, and then he captures him and starts training him. Then he gets found. So then I realize, okay, he's going to activate those 2 new androids because Trunks shows up. So following Jiro's footsteps, they kind of go to where they think he is. They then see him getting go into his lab and awakening androids 17 and 18. The androids Trunks knew about, because Trunks said those two aren't the androids I fought. They're different. I wonder if the timeline changed. They kill Android 20, who they find out is Dr. Dro put himself in an android body. Then he also awakened, hey, we got another one over here, and they awaken Android 16, and Trunks is like, oh my god, another one! So they then, so timeline's changing right now. Trunks is fucking with the future. Look at Dragon Ball Xenoverse. They even make mention of Trunks fucking with the future.
Yep.
So, Goku's off. He's being given his heart medicine. He's sitting off in Kami House, the safest place right now. We're going to talk about that in a minute, too, as I was disappointed or something with the Kami House. And then you cut to everybody, Vegeta's like, all right, you, girl, I'm going to kill you. So Android 18, the girl, and Vegeta fight. And Vegeta, I don't know about you, I did that fight flawless. I didn't get touched. It means nothing. But they fight. Vegeta gets his ass handed to him. Trunks tries to help him. He gets his ass handed to him. And then Trunks is like, oh my god, they're stronger than in my future, because I can at least sort of hold my own against both of them. This one right here is stronger than me. All right, so we need to go train.
What I thought was super funny is, you know how I'm like, man, I wish things were more animated in the game. I love how one of the things that got animated, instead of Goku going Super Saiyan 3 or Vegeta going Super Saiyan or Cell or any of these, no, we get Krillin getting a kiss from 18. That gets animated.
I know.
We get that. We don't get Super Saiyan 3, but we get that. All right, no, they knew which fan base they were trying to get to.
I mean, Dragon Ball is all about fan service, don't you know? Look at Chi-Chi. Look at Videl. Look at Videl, the absolute most beautiful Dragon Ball. Actually, no. Actually, I'm going to say wrong on that, but I can't say wrong on that because now I'm a grown man and it sounds wrong. So, Videl. I need help. But anyway, so, continuing on, they go train. They're like, they're going to go train and try and get stronger, and then something new happens. Trunks, Bulma, and Gohan get a call about a Capsule Corp ship sitting off in the middle of the nowhere as everybody else is going and train to get ready for fight these androids again while they're trying to find Goku. They go find Trunks' time machine from the future, a different one that had all this stuff, but it's broken from the inside out, like somebody broke his thing. They found a purple shell egg thing in there, and they look over a little bit and they find this massive cicada-looking bug. And
imagine if Cell, when he started evolving, he kept looking similar to that.
I mean, he
what's that one Cell? What's that one version of Cell? It's like Cell, not Cell Max, but it's like Xeno Cell or something, where he has 4 arms and 6 legs or something.
Oh, that's a fan manga. That's Dragon Ball Multiverse. I think.
I thought it was a Heroes thing. He had
oh
a
yeah,
card.
I know. Yeah, that is in Heroes, but I'm also thinking Dragon Ball.
Cell Heroes, giants.
My cat just made something fall on him. I hope that hurt him.
Cell
I know
Heroes,
what you're talking about.
giants.
It's a spider form. It's like as
Oh, I found it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's literally just called Xeno Cell.
Yeah, I was thinking the.
Here it is.
I know. I'm thinking of King Cold, because he had a new form in the thing. Anyway, I was wrong on that. My fault.
Giant Force. It's called Cell Giant Force. That's what it's called. I found it.
Interesting. So,
Not this card that I'm thinking of, but something different. Anyway, go ahead.
It's the right idea. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, they find this cell thing, this bug, and man, I wonder what this is. Piccolo begins to go notice that there's something going on, something wrong. And he goes to a town. Well, I think it's Ginger Town. They hear about Ginger Town. So Piccolo goes and investigates. And honestly, I wish they did that whole better. Because in the anime, that whole thing with Cell getting introduced was kind of terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just hear the... I can't even do the fucking sound.
I will say, probably because of moderation's probably different. And they probably just wanted... Which, I mean... I understand. They could have totally done it, and it would have been completely fine. My only guess is because of moderation, and that's why they didn't want to bother doing it.
I mean,
that's my only guess. Which doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's weird, but it's you can see why.
Yeah. unfortunately. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
some of these things I don't like. It's just small little details here and there I wish they did that make you like. It's much better to go watch. I'm gonna say this again. Go watch it. So Piccolo and Cell fight. Piccolo starts sensing. I sense Goku's, Frieza's, Vegeta's. Oh my God! I sense all their energies from this ugly fucking bug thing. They fight. Cell. The one thing they didn't do is Piccolo didn't get like his arm absorbed and pretend to be, you know, in pain. Piccolo was like, okay, they fought, and in the anime, Piccolo gets stabbed by Cell's tail. He has a tail that absorbs stuff. He gets his arm absorbed, turns yellow, and then Piccolo's like, oh my God, I'm weak, I'm defenseless. Tell me what your master plan is before I die. I am perfect, Cell. I'm here to
because he
absorb.
gets
I'm here to
whole
absorb
villain
17 and 18.
the whole villain rule of oh I think I'm gonna win, so I'll tell you the whole thing.
Yeah.
With the
He
freaking
explains that he wants to absorb 17 and 18, become the perfect life form, destroy all life. Essentially, in a nutshell. Piccolo's like, okay, thank you. Rips his arm off, farts out a new one, and then they start. He starts something. There's Vegeta's energy, and Cell's like, oh God, I'm not able to deal with this right now. So he runs off, and so Piccolo then is, you know, is this where Super Piccolo was? I feel like this. No, this is.
no. Piccolo does that whenever he merges with Kami.
No, I know that, but I'm trying to remember if that was before Cell or after Cell, because I'm starting.
That's after Cell. No, remember, that's after he interacts with Cell. He knows he can't beat Cell as he is, and so everyone's like, "Oh, well, I have my own way to figure it out." After his interaction with Cell,
he couldn't beat the androids, so he had to go do it. Because I'm starting to remember Team 4
oh
Star.
wait, yeah, no,
You, Namekian, too strong. Explain now.
God,
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Okay, I had that wrong. So that's my fault, folks.
and I remember like he was
After
like,
the
"Oh, it's in
17
that direction, right?" Like it's the tower, yeah. Because
After
everyone was figuring out their own way to get stronger after.
Yeah.
Right. So it was after 18.
After 17 and 18, they realized they were weak. Piccolo
Yeah,
went
then
up
you
to
go-
Kami
and
and
then-
fused with Kami. And then
Yeah,
went and fought Cell, and then
And
he
then when
started
he fought
kicking
Cell with
his
the
ass.
super form, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he does it again later whenever he fights with I am kind of upset that it's a transformation. I am kind of upset about that. I wish he just got a massive boost. But to be fair, the reason it is a transformation is because it does like do extra damage.
Well, I mean, he
Yeah,
also in anime he was glowing white too, so they made it seem it was
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah.
So my fault, people. It's Dragon Ball. There's a lot to talk about in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So anyway, Vegeta then he's like, Namekian, too strong. Explain now. And he's like, I fuse with Kami. I fuse with God. The fuck's a Kami? God. But I'm still here. Do you really believe you're hyped so much? I am the hype.
I love Team 4 Star so much.
I'm also imagining, notice me. No. Oh my God. I love that right there. That little like two sentences are the funniest fucking thing I've actually heard from it. So anyway, Piccolo Big says we're gonna go train. How about this? I'll tell you where the hyperbolic time chamber is. We can get a year's worth of training in a day. So they do. Piccolo takes them all up there. Goku's kind of just sitting there, I think at this point he does wake up. I hate how they did him waking up in the game. Was, you know, the androids are on the loose. Something new is after Goku. What is happening with Goku and his wife and Roshi? And it's like, we're gonna die. And they, anime-wise, they go upstairs. Goku's gone. So they think, oh no, bad's gonna happen. But he's out on the beach and he shoots a big old ki blast. Chi-Chi hops out the window to him. I love that they do show how much they love each other. I still fucking hate Chi-Chi though. But I hate how in this one it's like, oh hey guys, I'm awake, as he just walks down the stairs. It takes away from the moment because of, you know. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It just takes away from the moment of it because it's supposed to be a cool moment. Yeah. Goku's awake. He's been down for like 6 or 7 episodes now. Is he gonna get up? And now it's like, okay guys, I'm fine. Let me just walk down the stairs as opposed to shooting up big old ocean waves. So then they all meet at the hyperbolic time chamber and they start training. They explain some of the situation to Goku. Yeah, we need to do that. Gohan, you need to be a Super Saiyan. Vegeta, Trunks, you go in. We'll wait our turn. So Cell's down there absorbing people, doing all this stuff. I want to say at this point, is whenever they try and find 17 and 18, Piccolo goes down because he's the strongest fighter at the moment. Him and 17 fight. I'm really glad they put that fight in there. I would have been upset had they not.
Mm-hmm.
So Piccolo and 17 fight, and Piccolo, they're on par with each other, which is kind of impressive. The only issue is Android, infinite energy, Namekian, finite energy. So they fight, and as the fight's going on, Cell appears. And then another thing I was upset about, this was me, the 16 verse, because they're all talking, and like that thing right there is gonna try and kill you. Oh, I'll take care of him, 17 says as he goes and gets one shot. And then 16 steps up, I will fight him in your place, 17. But 16, you're so weak. No, I am stronger than you. I wish, because I had stupid like one-off fights with characters we're never going to use again. I wish they did that the entire game. Because I love, as I've thought about, 16 versus Cell, very short, but also very underrated fight in Dragon Ball Z. It was a fun fight, because 16, seemingly the weakest android, is the fucking strongest thing to exist. I myself was just disappointed. Like, they could have added small fights in there. They add stupid small fights, and then they have, like, stuff like this. I wish they had added, like, 16. You get a fight of 16. That would have been fun.
Literally for one fight. Literally just one fight.
They could have done it. Like, there's a lot of these fights you go through and think they 100% could have just added it. But, like, you know what? Nah, who would want to fight like that? And we're going to come out at another fight that, as I've thought about, was a fun fight that was underrated that we're going to talk about in a minute. So, 16 fights and is molly-whopping in perfect Cell. Like, his first form Cell gets him thrown under, does his burning hell flash. Cell appears behind 17, absorbs him, and then semi-perfect Cell starts kicking everybody's ass. Lo and behold, Trunks and Vegeta make their way out of the time chamber, go on down, and Cell's like, oh, Vegeta, you think you're stronger than me? Yeah, I am stronger than you. Oh, no. And then he goes Super Vegeta. Cell gets the ass handed to him and is like, oh, my God, how are you so strong? If only I was my perfect form, then I could beat you. Oh, really? Vegeta basically gets coyed into letting Cell go into his perfect form. All the while, Krillin, who was given a not self-destruct, but like a shutdown thing, was trying to find 16 and 18 and 17 too to get them shut down before Cell got to them. 16 and Krillin get found by 18 and 16 get found by Krillin, and during the whole fight with semi-perfect Cell, Vegeta versus him, and he crushes a thing because Krillin's horny. Yeah. Like, you think that...
I mean, yeah, there's no other explanation for that.
Krillin's just horny. For someone twice his size. And blonde.
He got kissed by a woman. Like that's all he needed to change his entire life.
Man, I have so little hope for myself, but a whole at the same time, because if Krillin can bag 18, I should be able to get something.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're supposed to say it with more hope. You're supposed to say it with more hope, damn it.
I mean, yeah, well, someday.
I know where you live.
Cool. Come over. I'm bored.
I'm gonna fucking throw Tom at you. People who don't know, if you looked on my side of the screen, like a third of the way through, I changed the picture, so now we have a little Toonberry with an eye patch and a top hat sitting on my shelf. That's Tom.
You actually edited it.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. You're gonna go watch it and randomly you're gonna see it just go click, click, and he's there. That is our mascot. This is Tom. I decide he is our mascot now.
Okay.
But anyway, so continuing on, Vegeta's like, okay, fine. You go do this. And, he lets Cell go absorb 18. He goes into his perfect form, which literally the anime, another thing, they did it so much better, where like the world's shaking, there's lightning crashing, it's spinning, Cell's like, blew, blew, blew,
Yep.
blew. And this one is just bright flash. I peers for priceless look upon your faces, E's for extinction of all your puny races, R for revolution which will be televised. F is for how fucked you are, now allow me to replies. E is for eccentric, now listen to my song. C is for completion that has waited for so long. T is for terror, upon you which I bestow. My name is Perfect Cell, and I'd like to say hello. He does that whole fucking thing, which is honestly super disappointing.
Yeah, I so badly wish that it was done better.
Yeah. And then
I was like, surely they wouldn't do this for Super Saiyan. They did this for Super Saiyan.
No, we're talking about Super Saiyan. I'll let you take over the Majin Buu saga afterwards.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say I actually gotta go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
all right, then I'll continue on. So Vegeta fights Cell and gets his ass handed to him. So then Vegeta does the final flash, blows off Cell's arm, and Cell's like, "Ha, gotcha." Farts his arm back out, and then fights Vegeta again. Okay, more or less just one shots Vegeta. Trunks is like, "Yeah, no, I had it wrong again. God, it's I'm thinking too much. I did not care for this game in any capacity, and I'm trying to blur it out of my mind. Whenever semi-perfect Cell is about to go to 18, Trunks tried to stop him. Vegeta then stopped him, and Vegeta got shot away. And he's like, "Oh, Father, I'll shoot you out of the way. You don't have the balls." Shoots him, and then shoots him way off. Then all the while this was happening. God, I should not explain anime ever. I'm decent with video games. I'm awful with anime, especially because I'm thinking of it. Like, there's a lot of things that the game kind of skips, sort of, like dialogue-wise, and that I was also kind of throwing my thing here and there. Because some things happen so quick that there's not much build-up to it, like the Kami stuff. Like, it was literally no build-up, no nothing, no Piccolo sitting up there for 5 minutes. It's, "You want to go fuse with me?" "Yeah, sure." And that kind of disappoints me. Like, as a whole thing of, like, just go watch the anime, guys. Come on. Like, I'm sorry. Kakarot fans, go watch the anime. It's so much better. You get so much more out of it. Anyway, Vegeta fights, gets his ass handed to him, and then Trunks steps up, and Perfect says, "Oh, Trunks, you think you're stronger than your papa?" "Yeah, I am." And then Trunks goes into Super Trunks, big old buff Trunks, and they start fighting. I'll talk about it when Danger comes back, but I was very disappointed because you don't get to see Trunks fight Cell at all. Like, there's like maybe 2 episodes, 3 at most, that was dedicated to Trunks powering up and fighting Cell because he didn't want the future to get this new world to get destroyed. So he powers up into a super buff Trunks form in the anime, and they completely skip over that. It's like, okay, Trunks is gonna fight Cell. It cuts back to Goku and Gohan in the time chamber. Sure, we get to know a little bit more of that, and Goku's like, "Oh, if you use his buff form, you slow yourself down." Okay, fine, that's fine. But we don't get to see anybody using it. Like, you have Vegeta using it. And if you watch game only, you don't realize Trunks is in super buff form doing that. It's just Trunks. Oh, Trunks fought Cell. He loses. Why? I don't know.
I'm back.
I'm talking about the fact that Trunks fighting Cell was cut from the game.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yep.
Like, I wholeheartedly hate that.
It's absolutely hilarious because I literally was talking about it and how I like loved the thing about Trunks. You were there when I was playing it. I talked about, oh, I love like buff Trunks, blah 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 and whatnot. I think it's super cool, and then we never got to see it.
No, we don't. And like, legitimately, that's like Kakarot does things good, but then it pisses on the great stuff, honestly. And like that right there, it's an underrated fight. Now, I'm sure some people may remember, some don't, but Trunks powering up, the screaming, the world shaking as he just buffs up, and then the like moment later is Trunks here? Like, Krillin's like, "Trunks, are you with us?" His eyes white. "Yeah, I'm here," and they fight. It's so much cooler than going back and Goku being like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I've ascended past Super Saiyan." Puffs up. "Wow, Dad, you can beat Cell." "No, I can't." "Why?" "These big buff muscles are strong, but they slow me down." And it's never like the only semblance we have is Super Vegeta, who wasn't under the same buff. He had buffed up a little bit, but not to the degree that Trunks has. He's like Broly sized.
Yeah. And
they don't show that. So that right there ticks me off because Trunks versus Cell deserved at least some screen. One fucking fight. The coolest fights they could do in this game are the one-off fights. You look later on with some of the characters like Gotenks, Vegito. Those are one-off fights, and they're some of the coolest ones in the game because of the shit they add. But no, it's like this cool moment. Fuck it. Let's see Goku and Gohan train. I don't care. We know they train. Gohan gets Super Saiyan. Good for them. It happens in the anime and the show. It happens in the anime, so they can fight, then cut to it to do the whole thing. I wish they just.
Oh, you know,
in depth.
Did you mention about Goku fighting Cell? second form Cell.
No fucking that shit right fucking there. God
Yeah.
damn it,
I was about to say,
Danger, fuck you!
You passed that.
Because
Yeah,
it's so fucking useless.
We didn't get Trunks fighting. We didn't get Trunks
No,
fighting.
we didn't get a
Goku,
fucking
but we got
cannon
Goku
fight. Goku,
Yeah.
after basically, I think it was semi-perfect Cell to stop him from getting to 18. I believe Tien showed up, and goes Tri-beam, ha ha.
Yeah,
ha,
he goes to
ha.
save. He goes to save Tien. Yeah.
Then Tien goes and gets saved by Goku, and semi-perfect Cell, who doesn't fight Goku, Goku instant transmissions away from him, gets a fucking fight against Goku. Really? Then they take away, this fight that doesn't happen, because Goku literally would get one shot by Cell at this point. They don't have that. Hello, minion. Thank you for trying to calm me down. But they don't have this. That good fight of actual canon. That's like an hour fight. It's 3 episodes, I want to say, of them fighting. No, they had to go add a non-canon fight. That would not fucking be possible because Goku's too fucking weak at this point. No, god damn it. Danger, take over. I'm pissed. Trunks fight.
I'll take over for a minute.
I gotta
All
pee
right.
anyway.
So he gets to his perfect form, and then they have the whole thing of the nightmare begins. Then you end up fighting end up fighting against Cell as Vegeta. Yes, no, that's a cutscene. So yeah, you go through a bunch of these like little talk logs things, these mission things, but then eventually you actually do go to fight Cell. Who fight is it showing? Okay, it's giving different information. It's skipping things. Okay. So one of the first things you do that you already mentioned, is about Gohan fighting Goku. For some reason, put Gohan's fight against Cell before Goku, which is not what happened. But anyway, fleeting normality. What is this? Oh, okay, I see what it is. These are like the mini missions. This is what it's trying to talk about. Anyway, okay, yeah. So eventually, Gohan, you're Goku against Cell. You fight against him. I wish this was animated. Goku versus Cell is one of the coolest fights to happen in all of Dragon Ball, in my opinion. Even if he didn't win, it's still so cool. And I wish it was animated, at least for a moment. And one of the things is Goku afterwards goes to Gohan. It's like, you thought I was holding back, did you? Just trying to say oh yeah, you're so powerful and fast that literally we were slow to you. I wish that was animated to where Goku and Cell are fighting, very fast-paced battle, looks sick, music is hype, and Gohan's looking at them, and it shows from his perspective that they're not that fast. It's first person view of Gohan, and it shows they're not that fast. That would have been so sick. But anyway, eventually Goku goes to Gohan. He's like, hey, how about you fight him? You fight against Cell. It doesn't, he's not getting mad. He's not going rage. Then eventually Cell sends out his juniors to fight, which I think having Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, the 3 Super Saiyans, fighting against the Cell Juniors, and we actually get to do a triple combo attack. That was sick. That was the first time I actually did the combo attack. It's Goku in the middle and Vegeta and Trunks to his side. I thought that was so sick. But then eventually, Android 16's heads near Hercule. Hercule throws it in. He gets stomped. And then Gohan gets mad. And they did Super Saiyan 2 Gohan very well. From him transforming and onward, they did very well. That is one of the things where I'm saying is where they put effort in, they did really good. I loved these animations so much. But yeah, Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2.
Trunks versus Cell fights. God.
Fight against Cell, beat up Cell, and then he blows up. They're like, "Oh, we defeated him! Yay, it's over." He comes back at a mere instant, defeats Trunks. Vegeta screams, "My baby boy!" And then he loses it. Man. All the animations were great. And then Cell's just like, nope. Gohan fights against him once again. Final Kamehameha. All of it is sick. And then, of course, we get the little after story afterwards about their wishes and everything. Then we get some intermission before we get to the Buu Saga. I loved it. I also loved one thing is if I don't know if you know this, but during Cell Saga, if you fly by the school, as Goten or Gohan. I mean, I was literally like, man, he's probably gonna say something like, "Wow, this school's great. I hope I go here someday." And almost exactly how I phrased. I remember how I phrased it, but almost exactly Gohan. That almost exactly how I phrased it. It was so funny. I wish I clipped it. But yeah, the final fight against Cell was done really well. Him coming back was done really well. I did like it. I like the end of each of these arcs. They do these really well. But I am still disappointed. But to be fair, they did good. They did amazing. And then we're on to the Boo Saga. The final saga.
Boo Saga. Wow, the final one. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
We get here basically. I believe when we start, he is on his way to school. Yes, he's on his way to school, and what he ends up doing is the whole thing is like it's an animation to where he fights criminals and whatnot. And it's like, oh, I don't want to get caught. And then there's the little like dialogue thing where he's in school with like he's in school. He talks to them, and I think you do the baseball game at this point. Yeah,
you do.
Do the baseball game, blah blah blah. It's like, man, this isn't gonna work out. I need a. Wait, getting ready to go. Oh, okay. It's like I need something better, and so eventually he goes to get an outfit. And so eventually he does get an outfit, and then at some point he's like, oh, I'll go train with Goten. Or no. What happened was he was gonna go get food. Then Goten wanted to go with him, so it's like, okay, sneak out the back. And then they left, and then you fight against Goten, which I then super finished him. Goten went Super Saiyan for the first time, and I super finished him. But yeah, so you fight against Goten, and then at some point they do train again. I think they train twice.
Only once, because you got to remember that that Saiyan Man made his appearance, and Videl found out.
Right. Yeah, he made his appearance. Found out. I'm trying to exclude the side stuff because there's a bunch of stuff. There were a bunch of side quests.
Yeah.
So it's why I wanted you to kind of mostly talk about it because I end up accidentally diving into side stuff, which was not part of the main story. But me, I don't know because I was just doing all of it.
After this, so
Episode 2, time of the tournament.
Basically, yeah. At this point, the tournament gets world tournament gets announced. They're all kind of going to do that. Goku's coming back. I can't remember specifically why, but he's coming back. So everybody's like, let's go fight with Goku one last time. It'll be great. It'll be dandy. So
he's coming back for the world tournament. Like he wants to go fight.
I thought there was
because
another
everyone
reason.
else is. No, that literally at least in the game, the only reason he was coming back was because Gohan and a bunch of people were entering, and this tournament was that Goku was in last time. Has been gone for like 10 years or something. Like it was gone for a very long time.
Maybe that's why.
And so now that it's back.
Now that it's back after being gone so long. Anyway, so everybody starts training. That's where this the Goten and Gohan thing happens.
The Goku.
Yeah, I mean the Goku thing does happen.
It's not Goku. It's the Goku. It's Goku Prime.
Yeah, Goku Prime and then Goku Plus. But anyway, Gohan and Goten, that's where the training actually happens, was during that. They go Super Saiyan to get prepared for it because, you know, Gohan wants to get more into the combat of it. Kind of cut to the tournament, not really much happens. They see Goku, they're all sorts of happy. They look around, they see characters, they see Shin, they see Kabito, these two random characters. They see Yamu and Svovich, these two buff dudes. They're like, man, looks like we got a tough crowd this year. Fighting goes on. Videl fights against Spopovich. And they've realized, oh wait, he's a guy from the original tournament. Man, he's jacked. And there's more to it. They start talking about Majin Buu after they almost kill Videl. And hearing Majin Buu, then the Kai's like, okay, yeah, we got to go deal with these guys. Come with us. And I love the fact that they still kind of keep in the fact that the Kais didn't understand how strong the Saiyans were. Because in the anime, the Shin's like, I mean, you got to be careful. These guys are strong. Oh, please. Let me go Super Saiyan. And next thing you know, they're so infinitely stronger than what a Kai could even imagine. So, they follow Yamu Spopovich to an area where they look at this weird little spaceship on the ground. This weird little spaceship has characters come out. You see not Pui Pui. It is Pui Pui. It is Pui Pui. I was thinking Kui. Kui and Pui always get confused in my brain. You have Pui Pui, then you have Yakon, and you have Demon King Deborah come out, and then they get spotted. Piccolo and Krillin get spat on by Deborah, get turned to stone. So you only have the 3 Saiyans, Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta going down into the underbelly. Kibito also gets killed. Kibito gets killed by Deborah. They go into the underbelly. They start fighting all these characters. I like how they had the individual fights with all of them. Yakan, Kui, and all that. Pui, not Kui. God fucking damn their names.
Poi 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 boy boy.
Po boy. All the same words.
Poi poi.
Hoi poi? Hoi poi capsules?
Poi poi coins. Yeah,
Oh.
poi poi capsules.
Bubba coins. Got it. So, they continue on, and as it goes on, Babidi is like, oh my god, these guys are strong. We got to figure out, wait a minute, that one there has evil in his heart, talking about Vegeta. So he takes over Vegeta to make Majin Vegeta. A thing Danger and I both did not like in this game.
I did not like how they did Majin Vegeta.
Absolutely
That is one thing. Because I will tell you why. Once you get to the part, like, what happened is they teleport. Which, by the way, I thought it was like simulations, like the things were simulations. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they're actual places.
Yeah, those are actual places. Yeah, like the platform is teleporting them, but it's actual places, which is very trippy because that means the elevator is still there. So that means if they went up their elevator, they'd end up at a different. It's so confusing and weird, but it's super cool. Anyway, the fact that he shows up at the tournament, the whole thing of menacing, of showing how truly evil Majin Vegeta was, is he looked at Goku in the eyes, shot at civilians to his side, and smiled about it. And it was like, yes, I did that. It's like, yep, I don't even care anymore. They're gone. What are you gonna do about it? Like, I want you to get angry and fight me. In the Kakarot, he shoots at Goku. Goku blocks it. Goku dodges because it's too powerful for how quick it was, and civilians got killed because of it. That makes it seem as if it was accidental. Like, oh, I don't care that it happened, but that was an accident. Whoops. Oh, well, I don't care. That doesn't deliver. Like, sure, yeah, it's definitely showing Vegeta's evil now, but that's not showing the menacing of he's back to his pure evil roots.
Yeah, because Vegeta wants to go back to how he was. You know,
Yeah,
he
and
was a villainous character. He even points out, I
Mm-hmm.
was a bad guy. Why? Because. And so they take away that right there. I told my dad about it, and he said, you know, that kind of sounds like you guys got stiffed. I told him that whole little thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like, it's delivering as if he isn't truly back to his pure evil ways, but he just doesn't care anymore about being good, which is very different. Not caring about being good and being pure evil is like two different things. And I wish they did deliver of him being like the villain again, because that was the whole point of, oh, I am. That was what made a very scary villain, and that's why Goku was like so serious about it. Like, Vegeta was pure evil, pure menace, pure danger, and then Goku was like, all right, you're no longer an ally. Like, you're a threat at this point. Like, you're dangerous. You're the one who's gonna kill people. Like, I gotta get rid of you, and that's why he was willing to get Kai out of the way, because it needed to happen.
he would have.
like,
He was going to kill the Supreme Kai in
Mhm.
the anime to stop him.
He did in Kakarot as well. He did almost do that.
No, like I'm meaning like, you know,
Yeah.
Vegeta's killing stuff, and so it's like, no, don't do this, and you know, you said the seriousness of it. It doesn't show the actual severity of it, because Vegeta in the anime kills him. I'll do it again.
Yeah,
Fucking
because the
fight
whole
me. I'll
the whole
do it
thing,
again.
because that in the anime it makes sense. In Kakarot, it's like Vegeta made a mistake, accidentally killed someone, and Goku is like, I want to fight him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you because I want to fight him. Like, it seems more selfish. It just seems like both of them are more selfish than the message it was supposed to deliver.
Yeah.
Like, I just wish they did do it better. There's many
Go
things in
watch
this game
the
where it's like,
anime!
oh, I'll play. Yeah, there's many things in this game where I'm like, oh, I'll play it off, but this one I was like, no, this one, come on.
Like, honestly,
But
at this point of the game, I was done with the game. You go listen to that last episode of Games and Gamers my dad was on. This is the point I was at, was right around here, and I was just done with the game. I've been done with this game. I've just been tired of it. So, Goku and Majin Vegeta fight. Goku gets knocked out, all while Deborah is fighting Gohan, and Majin Buu awakens. Ooh. All the power from Goku and Vegeta caused it to happen, so they fight, and yeah, that happens. Gohan fights Boo, gets absolutely obliterated. Then they go, Deborah fights him, gets absolutely turned into a cookie, and then gets absolutely obliterated. And then Vegeta goes to the power levels. He knocks Goku out because Goku's like, "Stop, Vegeta! You feel that? That's Boo! We gotta deal with him!" Very well, Kakarot. Vegeta then knocks out Goku in his time of thing. I'm not gonna count it as a win. That's a cheap shot. That's not a good thing. Vegeta won. I'm saying so many people, Vegeta won, like, all their fights.
No. Not even Vegeta said that was a win. No, he was like, he would just got it out of the way to incapacitate him. That wasn't I want anyway, yes, Vegeta goes to fight. One thing they did so well, though.
Yeah, I know.
One thing that made it up.
Well.
Final explosion, done amazing. I love how they did it. Entire scene, great.
So, anyway, Vegeta fights Boo. Vegeta gets his ass kicked. Vegeta's like, you know what? I know how to deal with you. I'll blow you away to smithereens. Hey, Trunks, come over here. I've never hugged you, have I? No. Hug me. Dad, you're embarrassing me. Knocks him out. Knocks Goten out. Piccolo comes over because they killed Deborah, so him and Krillin are awake now. Flies off. And Vegeta does his final explosion. Very beautifully animated. I will not lie. It's probably that and the Super Saiyan 2 transformation, probably the two most beautiful beautiful scenes in this whole game. At least my opinion. So Vegeta blows up Boo in the smithereens, and honestly, that still bothers me that Boo just regenerates after that.
Yeah, all that is just.
Boo! Yep. So Bobbity and Boo kind of go on a rampage. Goku and everybody kind of meet up and like, yeah, Boo's strong. Gohan's dead. We gotta go buy time. And then Goten and Trunks, Piccolo, and Krillin were seen by Bobbity. And so Bobbity tells the world, get me these men or I'll start killing you people. You have 5 days. Goku's like, I'll go buy us time. Flies over to find them. And the most disappointing part of the game. Like, I'm not even lying. This part right here docks it a point. No matter what point I have, I could have had a 9 out of 10. It would dock it an 8 for this right here. Super Saiyan 3, I love the first transformation. It's legitimately that. Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan are my absolute favorite transformations the first time over because they're immaculate. They're beautifully done. You know shit's happening because of how they transform. But Goku goes into his whole spiel of, this is a Super Saiyan. This is a Super Saiyan beyond a Super Saiyan. Let's just call it a Super Saiyan 2. You changed your hair, so what? Oh, this is to go even further beyond. He spends a minute and a half screaming. Clouds get sucked into him. The oceans ripple. The world feels it. And boom, Goku with his absolute banana hair.
His transformation literally takes like 2 or 3 minutes in the anime.
Yeah.
It literally takes, actually... you could make waffles or something faster than his transformation.
Yeah.
And, that was the whole point of it, of delivering of how much more powerful it is. And Kakarot just goes...
Yeah. Goku has a bright flash like they did with Cell. You know what, Hayden?
It looks great, though.
You know
Super Saiyan 3 does look great.
Future Hayden, put it on the screen. Edit in this clip right here.
One step further. What do you think?
What?
This is a Super Saiyan. And this is a Super Saiyan level beyond that of Super Saiyan. Let's just call this Super Saiyan 2.
What a pathetic transformation! Nothing's different from the previous form!
And this is going even further! This is Super Saiyan 3. Sorry it took me so long. I'm still not used to this form just yet.
Thank you, Future Hayden. But that right there just ruins the whole entirety of it. Like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, if you're a fan of it, by all means, good for you. But do not compare this game to the anime in any capacity because it's so bad. It's so bad. The cool scenes, they do some good, they do others awful. You don't get the whole story, and it sucks. God, you know, I don't... I don't want to play... This is why I don't play anime games.
We're almost done. We
So,
have episode.
Goku, Super Saiyan 3
We have 4 more
fights-
episodes.
Goku, Super Saiyan 3 fights Boo. Kind of, you know, more or less proves that Goku can't do anything in Super Saiyan 3. So then it's like, okay. Oh, no, he was teaching the fusion technique. He taught fusion technique to Goten and Trunks before he left so they could learn it while he goes and fights. Goes back, Goten and Trunks learn fusion technique. Whoa. Then they go fight. Yeah, they go... Do they fight Fat Boo? Yeah, they fight
No.
Fat Boo. Don't they?
Do they?
I think they do.
I don't remember them fighting.
Because
Fat
they
Boo. I
go
only remember
base
them fighting
form, at least anime-wise, they fight him as Fat Boo like
And
a dam.
we're talking about Kakarot, and
I know,
Kakarot,
I know.
I don't.
I know.
Yep.
The fucking game sucks.
Yeah, again. Oh, I know. I'm aware. But
I wanna say
because
they
remember
did,
they
because-
because remember they went base, didn't even bother going Super Saiyan, went to fight, got beat. Then they actually fused while Super Saiyan, and then they were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
let's fight again," and then they got beat again.
Well, that whole no. That second time was whenever Super Boo appeared, and so they wanted to train him to do that, so they took him into the hyperbolic time chamber. No, they fight, they fuse, they go fight him. They kind of they lose, they run out of time pretty much, and they say, "Okay, we'll be back," because Boo's essentially it's not. I'm just going anime at this point. They eventually are just like, yeah. Fight. Then Hercule kind of befriends Boo. He's like, "Oh, I'm Hercule Satan. I'm gonna go defeat this evil out of bubblegum." I hate Hercule. I hate him. I hate him.
Hercule's great.
I hate him. Him and Sonic 06 are probably my 2 least favorite things in this world.
Hercule modded into Sonic 06 when.
Never.
I'll do it. I'll learn how to become a programmer.
Good
I'll
luck
mod
getting it onto there, because ain't no fucking way that game's gonna run well in any capacity.
No, what I'll do is I'll take the new Sonic 06, the one that's modded really well, and I'll just put Cell in it. Not Cell. Yeah, I'll put Cell
put
in
Cell
it.
in it, yeah.
No, I'll put Cell in it. I'll put Hercule and Cell, and I'll have Hercule defeat Cell. Hercule will go Super Saiyan 2 and defeat Cell in the final fight.
Anyway, after the stupidity, Hercule kind of shows Boo that is good in the world, befriends him, and brings him a puppy. And Boo's like, "Ooh, he puppy, I shall scare him." Boo brings him back to life, rejuvenates him, and is okay. And, you know, then some people, because people wanted to kill Boo, so you have 2 hunters go try and kill Boo. They shoot the dog, shoot Hercule. Boo gets all sorts of upset and kills him and then expels the Evil Boo. Evil Boo and Majin Buu, like another fight I wish we could have actually done as opposed to just watching, was Boo versus him. Because how fun
Another one-off fight that would have been great.
Yeah,
like
I know.
even if you only played as Fat Boo once, so
yeah, I
would have
know.
been great.
That's like Vegito. You play as him once. Gotenks twice, I want to say. Yeah, twice.
Yeah,
Twice.
you play as him twice. You play inside the time
And then
chamber and then outside.
You play as Super Saiyan Gotenks in the chamber and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks out of the chamber against
Yeah.
Super Boo.
Yeah.
So, anyway, after all that's going on, you know, they fight. Evil Boo absorbs Fat Boo. Majin Buu becomes Super Boo, the big tall Boo that fights Ultimate Gohan. And he goes to the time chamber. He says, "There, you're supposed to fight me. Where are strong people? Where are strong people so I can fight?" Yes, Boo is Russian in my world, but he's like, you gotta wait. No, I know wait. But Hercule's daughter wants you to wait. Okay, fine, I'll wait. Waits a little bit. I'm coming to here. Go into the time chamber. And they go in, they fight Gotenks. He fights for a little bit. Gotenks goes Super Saiyan. Yeah, Super Saiyan in there. Does he? I'm wanting to think. Why do I think he's going Super Saiyan 3 in there? He is Super Saiyan 3.
He does.
No,
he does go here.
He
No,
does
he
at the
does
end.
go Super
He
Saiyan
goes
3, but
Super
don't
Saiyan in
fight.
the fight. He goes
you
Super
fight-
Saiyan 3 after. Yeah. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of the
you
screen.
fight as Super Saiyan. He's like, "Oh no, I'm losing," and it's like he gets out. But to become powerful enough for
Yeah.
them to escape, he goes Super Saiyan 3 so they can
I
escape.
was thinking of that right there.
Yeah.
So anyway, they fight. Gotenks kind of wins. Game-wise wins. It's like a more or less of a stalemate, I really want to say. And then again being a child's like, "Oh no, Piccolo, we're losing. I can't do anything." Okay, fine. Boom, blows up the hyperbolic time chamber thing so they can't leave. Which honestly, a very smart idea. The very smart idea. But then Dragon Ball had to have an ass pull. As I've thought about it, Dragon Ball really got a lot of ass pulls as time went on. For no reason. because Boo gets upset and screams loud enough that he shatters a dimension and just walks on out, going to cause chaos on the planet. Then Gotenks is the same thing in Super Saiyan 3 state. All the while, Gohan got found by the Kais, brought to the Kais planet, was met by Elder Kai, and was getting buffed up pretty much. Goku went there. He went to the other world trying to find him because he thought Gohan died. Sent some of the other side of the planet, which I don't understand because I don't know if the Kai is part of the mortal world or not. And if it is, then how did Goku just happen to go back? You know?
The Kai world's in the same realm as King Kai.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was technically part of the mortal world because it's in a different part of the galaxy.
No, it's the same thing as King Kai, because literally one of the things is he was near King Kai's planet, but also nearby he sensed Gohan's ki in their planet. And their planet, I mean, at least I'm pretty sure it's in the same realm as where King Kai's planet is.
And it could be. I thought it was an actual planet outside of the realm.
I mean, it could be.
By the way, Goku goes there, finds Gohan training. Then, Gohan goes through his stuff of giving the Z sword, breaking it on the Kachan material. Then a Grand Elder Kai kind of surprising. Brr, I will train you. You have to sit here for like 25 hours, and then you can go fight. All the while, Gotenks Super Saiyan 3 appears once again, demolishes Boo in a fight, because Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is strong. Gohan awakens his power, goes to Earth, finds Boo, fights Boo, kicks his ass. Boo gets smart, provokes Super Saiyan Gotenks to fuse back into Super Saiyan 3, absorbs him and Piccolo, so he has the combat ability of Piccolo with the strength of Gotenks, kicks Gohan's ass. Goku catches wind. Oh no, Gohan's losing. How do we beat him? Here, take my Patara earring. You fuse together, you're strong. I'm not going to go the whole Vegeta versus Gogeta.
Also, I don't think we got to see the Boo Piccolo.
No, we didn't.
I don't think.
We didn't.
No, yeah. And there's another thing that I wish we did see.
I mean, that right there doesn't do a whole lot to me, honestly.
It's not as big of a deal, but yeah. It's just another thing.
Kakarot. You suck. So, Elder Kai says, take my Patara earring, you fuse together. Fuse with Gohan, you're going to be absolutely the strongest thing to ever exist. Go kick his ass. So, Goku... Oh, Elder Kai also gives away his life to Goku. So, Elder Kai says, I'm Elder. I'm old. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. You're alive now! So, Goku comes back to life. Goes back to the Earth. Gohan, kicks Super Saiyan 3, kicks Boo Tanks out of the way, and throws Gohan the Patara earring. Gohan misses for whatever fucking reason. To this day, I'm still upset that he missed. So, he misses. Goku starts holding off Boo for a minute while Gohan's finding the thing. Gohan then gets absorbed whenever he finds Patara, leaving Goku to decide, oh no, who am I going to fuse with, as Boo-han appears, the big bad boss of the saga. That's a Dokkan reference right there, if you know what I'm talking about, people. So, Vegeta gets brought back by Baba. Goku and Vegeta fuse because it's either him or Hercule. And realistically, who are you gonna pick? Shut the fuck up, Danger. I know what you're about to say. Danger, are you still here?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
I knew what you were about to say, so I had to make sure.
Hold on, wait, I'm looking it up real quick. Okay, I figured it out. Do you remember when I said there was 2 people there? I figured out the other one. The other one was Dende. It was the choice between either Hercule or Dende.
Yeah, we talked about this.
No, because we talked about Hercule, and I said there was a second person, and either I didn't phrase it correctly, or you had no idea what I was talking about, but I completely, I was, wondering where was the fusion thing that happened, and I was thinking about it, because I remember there was talk about it, but yeah, Dende was the other one. Because I swore something like this existed. Yeah, but that's what it was.
Yeah. Goku and Vegeta fuse. Very cool scene. I love the power cyclone that happens. I wish it wasn't an immediate thing. I wish, because, Dragon Ball Kakarot has its stupid moments of A fight will happen immediately after, or there'll be a big important fight going on. And mid-fight, all right, let's go take care of some side quests. You know what I'm talking about, like in the Cell fight. You literally go walk away from Perfect Cell to go do shit.
That's what I did. Yeah, I literally became Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and then ran away to go do training real quick.
Because, I mean, yeah, you do that with Ultimate Gohan. Like, all of that, too, it does that a lot. So
look at his face. Hold on, look at... Where is it? Where is it?
I don't know.
Hold on, is this... Hold on.
Is it Tom?
Is this it? I think this is it. Yeah, look at it. Look at this face. Look at that goblin teeth and face.
God, that reminds me of Gremlins.
That's what it reminded me of. That reminded me of Gremlins. I'm like, oh my god.
So anyway, Vegito appears, and he goes his typical Yosha.
I love the Vegito, by the way. I freaking love the Vegito.
Oh yeah, same. That was fun. You get to kick Buhan's ass as Vegito, the strongest thing in Dragon Ball Z to ever
Vegito
exist.
felt OP, and I loved that so much.
I wish, one thing, Danger, and I wish the levels in this game pissed me off as an RPG player. They should have been higher at some points. To actually indicate, yes, this character is stronger than this character. Like when Piccolo fought 17, my Piccolo was a level under 17, but they were on even terms. I don't know why, but they were. Whenever... I don't know, Vegeta fought Pui Pui or Goku fought Yakon, the fact that they're same level or like 2 levels above me pisses me off. It's me being RPG fanatic and pissing me off at the fact of, you know, all this. Vegito should have been max level. I do not care. He should have been max level.
Because it's literally both of their levels combining.
Not even that. He's the strongest fucking thing in Dragon Ball Z. Like, he's absolutely the strongest thing in Z. He should have been max level. Buhan, it shouldn't have even had an HP bar. It should have just been kick his ass for 5 minutes.
Gosh, that would have been great.
But no, it's another...
You alone for 3 minutes. I do wish they animated more of Vegito. I wish there was more.
Yep, I know. They missed a whole bunch inside of Buhan. So anyway, Vegito gets this, realizes life inside, lets himself get absorbed by Buhan, and then severs every connection between, you know, Buu, Piccolo, Majin Buu, and all that shit. And as he does this, Buu transforms into Kid Buu, and they realize, oh shit, he's untapped energy at this point. He's fucking gonna kill us all. And so they transfer him, Goku and all them transfer Kid Buu to the Kai planet, because that's a lot safer for anything they can fight in an epic final fight. And that fight right there took a lot more fighting than I thought was gonna be. The final fight, there's like 8 final fights. But Goku fights Buu in Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta fights Buu in Super Saiyan, or Base. I did it in Super Saiyan. Goku charges up a spirit bomb after asking people for help, and Goku's like, hey, we need your help, we're trying to kill him. And everyone who, you know, literally people died. People in Dragon Ball are idiots. They were in the other world. They had to have known they died. But they were like, hey, we need your help. Yeah, no, we're not going to do it. Hercule Satan, another reason that pisses me off is fucking Hercule. This wouldn't have happened had Hercule been an honest man. But Hercule's, oh, I'm doing this. They're my people. Help them. So Goku starts absorbing all the energy for the spirit bomb. All while you get to have another final fight with Goku. Not Goku, with Vegeta defending Goku. I do like they had that whole part in there of, you know, Vegeta fighting, which I didn't think they were going to do. And then Goku has one final fight in the game. When he's sitting there with the spirit bomb, and as it's going on, Buu and Goku, can you remember specifically why? Like, something happened. I got a message as that happened. Whenever Goku and Buu were fighting, like, the spirit world, pretty much.
Literally, where everything, like, slows down.
Yeah.
Well, literally what it is that Buu throws an energy ball at Goku. Goku instant transmissions to dodge it. And then he basically what they are is they're just moving extremely fast, which is weird. Like literally, the whole thing is like, oh, they're like so fast that time slowed down to almost instant, like not moving at all, almost. That's basically what it is.
Oh, I thought maybe I missed something, but yeah, they had the final
No,
fight.
that's all it is. It's just one last final fight.
They have the big final fight with like the was it Head Shala playing?
I believe so.
It wasn't Head Shala. Head Shala.
It was something.
Sparking.
It was
Sparking!
Yeah, okay, yeah. It was really good. That was great. I loved it. It was amazing. It was very nostalgic.
It was. So you beat Boo. Goku's like, thank you for doing all this. I want to fight you another time. He gets his power wished back by Peruga. Super Saiyan blows up Boo, Kid Boo. I want to fight you in another life. And pretty much that's the end of Kakarot right there.
Yep. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, but
We cut through a lot of it just because go watch the fucking show.
yeah.
Like, I'm sorry for sounding so crass, but this game pissed me off to the highest degree I think I've ever been pissed off in a game.
The only thing I will say that makes up this game is there's a lot of more story in this game.
There is.
That's new. There's a lot of new story, no matter like where you are. It's a lot of new canon story, so it is cool in a bunch of those regards. And where this game is good, it does great, but it has so many flaws.
Oh, it does. Like I said, You go watch the anime first. Watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. It's the non-filler stuff. You get everything. You get the exact same story. No issues, no flaws. Go watch that, then play Kakarot, and if you like it, like I said, by all means. I've literally, like I said, half of my life, I know I'm not one of those ones whose whole life is Dragon Ball, but I'm allowed to have the opinion. The game sucks. Dragon Ball wise, it's okay, but you comparatively, it is an awful. It's a crappy game. Like, I played it, I enjoyed it at first, then it got repetitive. Like I said at the beginning of the game, halfway through this, the first fight and the last fight were the two coolest ones. And by the last fight, I just mean the whole Kid Buu fight in its entirety, because everything was different. But
There's like 3 different Kid Buu fights.
Yeah, but take Raditz. All the fights after Raditz were literally the same fights. They didn't add any new mechanics. I mean, I guess they had the beam break thing.
They did have like Nappa's like massive area thing.
I know,
they
but
had
they
Guldo stopping time. They had.
I killed Guldo before he stopped time, so I can't say.
Oh well, he could stop time.
But like that's not what I'm meaning. Take Raditz. Raditz had 2 desperation moves, if you want to call them. One where he does his "I'll kill you" and it has him face, and you have to like bob and weave out of the ki blasts.
Yeah,
that was cool.
And Vegeta had the same thing, but yeah, it was like literally Raditz and Vegeta and Kid Buu, and that's it.
Like they were all just
like those were the only like 3 characters with those types of things. The others had some as well, but they weren't as like.
No, I can't tell you anything of any of them except Kid Buu had a big AOE. Raditz had 2 desperation moves, which was fun. I guess Vegeta did too. Like really, it was just disappointing. Like watching it, like you see the beginning of it, you get super hopeful for all the things that's gonna happen. Then, like I said, I've come a certain maybe in the Buu and a Cell Saga, I really didn't do a whole lot of key-based stuff because I was testing something for this experience right here. You can hit the circle button the entire game and be fine, and that sucks because Dragon Ball is.
I wish it was limited behind like a certain amount, like your shield, like how eventually it'll break. I wish you could eventually like exhaust the teleportation.
Well, exhaust yourself if you're just sitting there whamming on them. Just punch. You should have had like a thing of get what game. I can't remember the game, but if you just do combo after combo after combo, your character gets tired and he gets slower mid combo. They should have done something like that, making you more susceptible, where you have to utilize the ki blast in there, because otherwise it's hit circle the entire game. Hell, you know what? If I want to, I'll do a challenge run, Here's how easy the game. I'll beat the game only using ki blast attacks, like not even actual like big ones, just hitting the small ki blast attacks, the spam attacks. Because the game has no skill to it. I died in the first fight, and one time in training on, say, a Namek Saga. Those are the only 2 times I died the entire game. And, you know, that's fine, but it wasn't challenging. It sucked. Like, I love Dragon Ball Z. It's literally one of my favorite anime. Yes, it's one, I'm basic. It's one of my favorite anime. It's one of my first ones, so it has a nostalgia that no matter what. It's like Totodile. Totodile is my favorite Pokemon because he was my first. Yu-Gi-Oh! And this were like my 2 true first anime. That and Inuyasha. But I guess those 3. But those right there, Dragon Ball is absolutely one of my top 10 favorite anime. And this game took something I loved, and in my opinion, they just did it so wrong. Such cool moments were taken out, or cut short, or made less impactful. Super Saiyan 3, Cell's transformation, Frieza going full power. All of this itself didn't have near the weight that the anime made it out to be. And I've seen people call this, like, you know, I've heard people say, don't watch the anime, play the game because it's better. If you're one of those people, I need you to explain how, because there's only one specific sequence I can say that the game is better and that you pretty much do get the gist of the whole story in 40 hours, as opposed to, say, the 80 hours you'll get by watching Dragon Ball Z. So, the game, I'm just disappointed in this game. Danger and I were excited going into it. I lost all motivation to play it halfway through. Like,
there was a point where I was playing the game and I just got exhausted because there was repetitiveness.
Yeah, the game just got too repetitive. Like, I want to say probably come Cell Saga. Maybe after the fight with 18, maybe with Piccolo, right around there. I can't remember when. But I told Danger, I mean, I have beat this game. I did beat this game. Trust me. I can pull up my trophy and show it that I did beat it. But I told him, you know what? I don't want to beat this game anymore. Can we just review it? Because I know combat's repetitive. Everything just is the same. And it sucks. So I don't know if you're ready. Are you ready to give your number, or do you want to go your final talk and then give your number?
I mean, honestly, there's a bunch of cool stuff in this game, but the problem is that while the side stuff may be cool, I'm not gonna go off the game in its entirety whenever the main focus is the main story, you know? So whenever I judge a game, every other time I go based off the entire game, right? Like, I think one good example is like Spider-Man. The main story's great. You don't have to play the side story to get an enjoyable main story.
That's the game with Stoner, right? That's his name?
Stoner, close. But the side stuff you can play to get more story, and it interlocks with the main story, but you don't have to play all of the side stuff. You don't have to, because the game's enjoyable either way. But with this game, it's like, if you want enjoyment out of it, you have to play the side stuff. And to play the side stuff, it's just very glorified Xenoverse. And even at that point, Xenoverse did many things better than this game.
Yeah. I haven't beat Xenoverse 2. Danger got me burnt out by playing raid modes for like a week straight. I'm eventually going to go back to it.
I love raid modes. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I love those.
And absolutely no harm against you. Like, if that's what you like, by all means. I just got burnt out on it, so that's why I haven't gone back.
Yeah, but that's basically what this game is. And the thing with Xenoverse is there's a bunch of stuff you can do. You could play PvP, you could play PvE, you could play raids when they're out. Raids, they're out almost all the time now. There's there's the little figure game you can play. You can go back to story modes if you want to. There's cosmetics.
We also forgot this game has Yu-Gi-Oh in it. We forgot. I guess Duel Masters. We have.
I didn't forget about it, but it wasn't in the game initially off release. It came out later.
Oh really?
Yeah, no, it didn't come out originally, so I didn't bother talking about it.
I didn't know that
because it's free DLC.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's like a game. It's a card game inside of a game. It's money farming.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh pretty much. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's Dragon Ball Yu-Gi-Oh or Duel Masters if you're one of those preferences. I see it like a lot like Duel Masters.
This came out before Duel Masters. The little card thing?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Danger. When did that card game come out?
Isn't Duel Masters like 2 years old?
No. Duel Masters is like 20.
Or, sorry. I'm thinking of Master Duel. My bad. I was thinking of Master Duel.
No,
It it came out before. I'm thinking of Master Duel. My bad. But yeah, so that game came out before Master Duel came out.
No, yeah, these are two very, very.
I know. My brain wasn't registering it. It was just thinking of the thing.
Very different things. But yeah, like just realistically, go watch it.
Yeah, just watch Dragon Ball.
Like I don't even know if I have to give a number? Can we just say go watch it? Be my number. Go watch it.
I'll give a number of this game.
Oh, I have a number. I definitely have a number.
I have a number.
I'll let you go first.
It's a 6.
God, that's too
I'm not even gonna give it.
high.
I'm not even gonna give it a 6.5. It's a 6.
Dude, I want to give this game at most a 5.
You gotta be a Dragon Ball fan to enjoy this game.
I'm a
And if you're
Dragon Ball fan.
No, let me finish. You gotta be a Dragon Ball fan to enjoy this game. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're gonna see all the problems with this game. So you can enjoy this game. I've heard good things about the DLC, and here's the thing: I've heard good things about this game, and this game's just
Not it.
It is
This game's not
disappointing
him.
me.
This game's not him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. The only DLC I watched was the movies DLC or the specials. I watched the Future Trunks special and the Bardock special, but I didn't watch the Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue. I'm gonna go watch those. Actually, no, that's wrong. I did watch the Super Saiyan God one, but I didn't watch Super Saiyan Blue
I
yet.
haven't seen any of the DLC because I wanted to go in see how I like this game. Before
We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna.
Yeah, maybe later down the road we will, but right now I'll tell you this.
Patreon. It'd have to be Patreon. We'd have to actually have Patreons for us to do that.
I'll have to have a big fan base asking for it, not Patreon at that point. It's just like we have a lot of people, hey, will you cover this? I mean, it'll probably be on that too. It will be downloadable content. Hey, yes, that is downloadable content. Pay to play, Patreon. But anyway, so he gives it a 6. I'm torn. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 because I can't decide if I want to give it a 4 or a 5. Because, like I said, combat very repetitive.
It's good where it's good. Where it's good, it's
but
great.
It is good where it's good.
But it has too many flaws.
I find
it has.
Yes.
There's so many amazing things, but there's even more worse things.
Like, and I'm sure some big Dragon Ball fan out there won't agree, but one, it's a good.
I mean, that's fine.
But two,
I mean, again, I'm like have fun with this game at times. There's many points where I have this fun with this game and like this game. I like just walking around or flying around, but it's like there's some points to where it's just like not as good as I wish it was.
No, I was hopeful going into this because I've heard it's a Dragon Ball Z RPG of two things I love. That's why I'm holding a fucking Tonberry right now from one of my favorite RPGs, Final Fantasy. And Danger could look on the screen and say I'm fucking holding it.
Freaking love that thing.
I've brought it up like 8 separate times. He's now sitting on our shelf.
If once this episode comes out, if I have the clip, I'll upload the clip of when I first actually encountered one in all Final Fantasy.
Yep. But
or any game for that matter. Oh, yeah.
But like I said, it sort of captures. If you've never played it, if you've never seen Dragon Ball Z, I would say go watch it. If you're someone who doesn't like watching anime, then this game will get
that is what I said about this game's definitely for someone who doesn't watch anime but will play games.
Yeah.
Like there are people out there there's people out there who will not play games but read books and watch stuff. There are people who will play games and read books but not watch shows. Like there's groups like that exist, and so that's what I'm saying is this game's definitely for those people.
Yeah.
But
100%.
unfortunately, like I could be mentioning something and then you could turn around and say like that never happened. Like, oh yeah, man, I love when Trunks went like into his like rage form. It's like, what's Rage Trunks? It's like,
but Super Trunks, yeah, it's like literally.
Well,
stuff
Super
like
Trunks,
that.
but yeah, it's like, oh man, I really love Super Saiyan 3's animation was so good. I can't believe it was like 3 minutes long. What do you mean? It was only like 2 seconds.
Or Cell transforming was terrifying. It's literally like this game. I know games have.
Majin Vegeta was one of the most menacing things we've seen. What do you mean? He appeared for like 2 seconds and they fought, and he was a good guy. No, it's like
the issue with I'll see this right here is now it is an older game, so I'll give it some leeway. My score is still going to stay the same, but I know it's a PS4. Was it a PS4? It was PS4.
PS4 came out 3 years ago.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it came out like if it was a PS5. The guy,
I realizing because I mean it makes sense because I got it. I remember. Back when I got on Dragon Ball Legends, it was released early on in my account, and I've been playing it for like 3.5 years, I think. But literally, I completely forgot how old the game actually is. So yeah, it's like 3 years old now.
And I'm not faulting graphics. Game looks fine. It's just they could have had bigger game. Persona 5. Look at Persona 5. The game's 100 hours. They could have absolutely drug out and added more to this. I don't know why they didn't. So that's why I think this game is not worth your time. If you're a die-hard Dragon Ball Z fan like me, I love Dragon Ball Z. Like I don't. Dokkan Wen. I've spent 8 fucking years on a mobile game.
I'm rating it a 6. That's what I said, right? Yeah, 6. I rated it a 6. But literally, it's like I'll go jump in the game again like later at some point. Like I do want to try to get more of the stuff done. But it's a bunch. But here's the thing: it's a bunch of side stuff. The main stuff's all done.
Yeah.
I'm all done. I'm not like yes, I include the side stuff, but the whole point is the main game good? And then I glorify about the side stuff as well. And I'll go ranting, and then I end up making the video drag on for another 2-3 hours. But
unfortunately, I'm even thinking about this to like a because if we do the Games and Gamers review, if Hayden reviewed this, it's a 3. Games and Gamers like a 4.5 on this because, like I said, go watch the show. You can get more out of the show and not feel left behind. Whereas if you play this game, then watch the show, you feel cheated. My opinion, I feel cheated.
So with the 4 and a 6, our jointed is 5.
It's like a 5.25 is what it actually like equates to.
5.25 Hercules.
No.
Yeah.
Dragon Balls.
Dragon Balls.
But now that we're done with this god mess of a game, like I said, no offense, Dragon Ball fans. The game was fine, but not really.
Yeah.
They just added too many liberties.
Too many
much
issues.
was left out.
So much was done great. Again, where it was great, it was amazing, but it had too many problems that like it overshadowed all the good things about the game.
They added too much for the side quest stuff. Too many side quests. Have they taken away some of the side quests? And that's the big issue. This game is too overloaded with side quests. I'll say that right here, right now. They could have added much more gameplay. Hell, they could have had like an ending story mode, like how Pokemon have after game stuff after you do everything in the meantime. But no, they had to add 100 fucking side quests.
Like they should have categorized some of the side quests as main missions. I feel like easily, like out of all the side quests I've played, I could easily see a few that could have been completely main story, and it would have given us more main story because I mean, it would have given us more, but still, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really change anything though. Like yes, the title would change, and therefore, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the RPG, and you know what? It failed. But
yeah, I wouldn't say it completely failed.
It failed in my eyes.
All right. It's not nearly as good as
you know what? No,
as
this
I
game
feel like
succeeded in making me want to go rewatch Dragon Ball Z.
You know what? It did do that. It did. I do want to.
So
go
I'll give
watch.
you a 10 out of 10 for that, Kakarot. You made me want to go watch what you're based off of.
You told our story so bad, I literally forgot some of the story. Like I literally forgot some of the things. Your game comes to mind. I need to go fix my memory. So
pretty much. You told it so bad. You were so wrong. I want to go watch it right.
Yeah.
But that's the end for this Games and Gamers. And next episode. Ooh boy, I'm gonna have fun with this one because we're going back in time, like legitimately back in time, about like 700 years now, even to the 1300s in the Black Plague era. We're going to be playing A Plague Tale: Innocence. Follow Amicia and Hugo as they run through this like France and all this stuff while getting chased down by hundreds of rats. I'm excited for this one. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Like I said, it's one of my absolute favorite ones. So yeah. Danger, got anything else?
Nope, not really. I mean, this game, I mean, we pretty much said what we said. This game was great where it was, but yeah, Plague Tale. I'm excited for Plague Tale. I remember seeing it at announced at a game show. I think it was at the Game Awards where it was announced, I think, or something like that. No, not Game Awards, E3 or something.
I didn't know anything about it. I saw it on the store and I read it and thought it was stupid. Then I saw some gameplay. I was like, I'll give it a shot.
I remember seeing gameplay. I'm like, well, that's sick.
I didn't see any gameplay at first.
I remember there was some gruesome stuff in the game. I remember.
Yeah, very gruesome.
Like the whole thought. Like, I mean, the whole concept of it has been done in games and movies and stuff before, and in real life. It's happened in real life. But like the thought of like, well, we'll talk more about it later on. But yeah, it's crazy. All right.
So yeah, well, stay tuned for that. I said 1300s, Hugo and Amicia taking on rats with all their buddies, and that's kind of why I've been playing more of it, because I'm gonna probably, it's a 10-hour game. I'll probably have this game beat twice over before we actually do this, so I go through this. Well, Danger plays through it once on stream.
On stream.
I want to at least see you play it.
All right, you know what, you deserve me streaming a game. I'll stream the game. I'll stream it.
Yeah, I bought it for you, so stream it.
Yeah, you bought it. I'll stream. That's what I'm saying. I'll stream it.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. So I think all.
I gotta make a thumbnail. I'll make a thumbnail.
Oh my God! You know what we're now.
I have an idea for a thumbnail. I've had this idea for weeks.
I'll tell you. I have a fun we can add to. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Stay tuned for Games and Gamers, where we will talk about Plague Tale Innocence. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Bye.